I'll go get some more drinks for the boys.
That's my wife.
Cut my dick off.
I can't believe Snoop is talking about
Do you like the Blue Man Group?
Welcome to the Thread Count Podcast.
I think he's saying Seagram's Jib.
Cheryl Crow.
Your ass crack is whack. I want to put it on tap. Thank you, wife.
Oh, it's more Rodriguez.
You want to put it on tap? Dude, it's growing, dude.
Don't like my caps. You don't like Bill Cosby? We rolling pipsqueak. Get in here, Punchanko.
I have a little story for you guys about intuition. Little story for you guys. Welcome to story time.
I'm going to close the toilet just because our cat will go in there and suck up the poop that you did.
Let me get comfortable because something really...
All right.
We're getting into it. All right. Welcome to the Thread Count Podcast. My name is Shannon Laleem. I'm here with my co-host.
Oh, Jojo the cream.
And our guest today, Sara. It's Sara Armour, right?
Mhm.
That's how it's pronounced, like armor, like.
Like Armour hot dogs.
Yeah.
That's good because we wrote the song with it pronounced that
Yeah.
way. So.
Well, you know what? You know what's funny is Drew Illa, I don't think he pronounces your name right.
No, Sara Armour.
Amor or something.
Sara Armour.
Yeah, and so I thought that was how it was pronounced, and then I was like, wait, I don't think he's pronouncing it right.
He's not.
I love that. How often do you run into that issue?
Pretty much all the time. People want to say amor, amore, armoire, amar. Yeah.
Here, pull that mic a little closer just because
Sorry.
our audio's bad.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get used to like,
We're still, I know.
because
this
it's like
is-
I actually want to like now, right? You're making me want to just like go into like.
yeah,
I don't
get
know, like, okay, I want to
comfy.
talk, but then it's like I don't want you shooting in the under me. You know what I mean? It's like I'm so
Yeah.
worried about intimacy for the angle of how laying down
Oh,
looks
yeah.
now.
Yeah,
so
the spangle.
no, I'm trying to be like. So anyway, back to bed.
This cat's
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
warm your Punchanko.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Well, my Punchanko's actually feeling really blessed right now because something just happened in your bathroom.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? You figured something out?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you found out?
I did. And you weren't going to tell me.
It's a they.
They toilet doesn't flush.
Oh, the toilet. Yeah. Our toilet's having issues. I mentioned that maybe.
So here's the thing, you guys. Full disclosure, I just woke up. I went to my first emo night last night, and I was in a push puddle to my
A
degree.
push puddle,
A
aka
putty puddle.
a mosh pit.
I didn't even know that. I thought a mosh pit was literally everybody like, hands up, baby, hands up. Like, give
Oh my
me your heart.
God.
Like, all at the same time. Like, I don't. And I also thought a mosh pit was like, right, just for. Like, you couldn't crowd surf in the push puddle. So, like, at one point, because it was Nick's birthday, shout out Nick Griffin, he did get a little moshed. A little moshed.
Oh, yeah. He got slammed up.
Is that what it's called?
You got bashed up, I think it's
Bashed,
called.
yeah.
He was like,
got
I was thinking just
bashed.
like celebrated, but you know what I mean. Like it felt
Okay.
very like
Oh.
Roman Empire.
Oh,
like,
did he have his,
okay.
did
the
they
little
rip his
king,
shirt
the
off?
little king.
They
Did
lifted
you
him.
see his shirt off?
No, but then he actually got really mad at me because I dumped water on his head, and he was like, "Now I'm wet," and I was like, "You're welcome." And he was like, "This is like heavy cotton," and I was like, "Oh, sorry." So no, I think.
Yeah, be grateful for that. It was hard to make that.
Well, no, it's more than that. It's more than that. It's that I would rather be covered in like cold water
Yeah.
than like my own like back hair sweat. You know, it's like
Yeah, a little
I feel like
refreshed. That
it's
was like-
better to be wet because you're like silly than
Bro.
wet because you're like, you know, I don't know. It's just
Bro, do you even like Splash Mountain? Like,
Yeah.
Are you even like a Florida kid? Like, do you even like to get splashed?
I'm actually not really that into getting splashed.
You don't like to get splashed?
I don't like it at all.
You don't like the wetness?
Well, no, I love the wetness.
Yeah.
I don't like the impact.
You also
I don't like the impact. I don't like that it. I don't
Mm.
want to. I don't want to be.
Do you also hate latex?
Do I hate latex?
I hate latex.
I
just so
don't
much.
hate latex.
I
Joey
hate
hates
it.
latex.
It makes me sick. Like I'm
But
gonna
like,
puke.
why? Did you
Not
eat it?
not a condom,
Latex
but just like
suits.
a latex suit's a scary like leather latex. So scary.
So here's the thing.
I'm scared of that.
I think I'd look great in latex. I only have a
no,
latex.
if someone showed up in
I
a
only have a
latex suit,
latex
I would
onesie
fight
and
for
he
my
hates
life.
it.
I'd have to kill this person.
Is this whole podcast their confessions?
A little bit.
Because I'm like, do you really want to like? Okay, we're talking about.
Trying to.
But then it's like, okay, well, now like, I don't like. What are we talking about? Like, how many?
We were talking
How
about
many?
coats.
How expensive latex have you bought versus like Fashion Nova? You
No,
know what I'm
I-
saying?
No, it's
I
more
mean,
Fashion Nova. Yeah,
So
yeah.
right, okay.
I've never fucked around with any latex. I swear.
You just have it on the mind because you're thinking about it.
No, because when we watched American Horror Story, he developed this fear of latex.
Yeah. There's like a scene, someone in latex. Maybe they shoved like something up some guy's butt. It was scary. Who is talking?
I think that's an interesting
Marley says,
feeling.
I understand.
I think you're safe. I think she's saying you're safe, and you can try all different materials of
Yeah.
masks and
Oh, no masks.
butt plugs,
No masks.
etc. And you can fuck around literally and find out. And that there's no shame in the
Yeah, there's no shame.
in the sissy boy game.
It
You know.
happened.
Yeah.
It
And
happened.
also, you could go so many ways with it. Sometimes that's also just like weird bouncer.
I ain't no gimp.
That's what I'm saying. You could do different characters though. Either way,
Yeah.
like latex can go a lot of ways. There's the thing about role play and anything like that is that like it's like
Oh, sorry, dude.
oh that's okay, but it's
I
like
assaulted.
no. I feel that this is like a very like consent. Like I feel like all the signs were there. Like you're walking in, the bed is covered in.
Yeah, our neighbors are
lighting.
watching. Our neighbors are masturbating.
You should charge for that.
You know,
Yeah.
like have it live podcast seating, just a couple people in high top chairs right outside of our window.
I think that's.
With a
I think
little
you should build
speaker.
it. No, but that's actually hilarious. You should actually build it. Like so, when you start the show,
Like
you
it's
put
like a
whoever's in the
bar.
bed.
It's
No,
a
you got,
bar.
it'll like pop up like. Like you gotta get like an intern in the back or have it on a timer. Like okay, we're rolling, and then it's like
We
the
have somebody
crowd's here.
crawl into the window. We require everybody to start crawling
Or you
into
should
the
just you
window.
should be different every time.
Yeah.
Somebody knocks on the window and we're like, "Come in!" And then
Oh,
all of
that's
a sudden
just
it
Ed.
opens.
You gotta do it like it's like a sitcom in the '90s. Like it'll be like that's like the neighbor. It's like
Yeah.
oh yeah, he just comes to the window.
Wilson.
I mean, actually, wasn't that like didn't Ferguson? Oh no, that was the brother. But in Clarissa, didn't like a boy come to the window or something? Who came to the window in Clarissa?
Not a bully, because that would be like just some guy coming to your window being like, I'm going to fuck you up outside your
Wait.
window. You'd be like, yo, call the cops.
Well, but I think that was the plot, wasn't it?
I think there's
A
in
boy
most
coming to
old
my window
sitcoms,
being like, "I'm gonna fuck you up," would have
Wouldn't-
been a good sign
Boy
in high
Meets
school.
World, fucking the.
I lost my headpiece.
You have to have your mask.
Just because I'm gonna go to bed soon.
Do you wear this to bed?
I do because I go to bed in the morning.
I love that. I love that.
You know what? For me, it's actually a really responsible lifestyle choice. I find myself here and in South Florida, and there are certain things that I just am not comfortable with. I don't want to be really, really that hot.
It's
during
hot
the
in our
day.
house right
Yeah.
now, so I apologize.
This is fine. My house has really high ceilings, and honestly, I think I melted us. I think I melted us out of AC, and I had to call the guy
Oh shit.
because I like it cold.
Oh, man.
I like a strong contrast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, though, it felt great when I walked in here, I want to say.
Yeah.
And this is a very comfortable environment. And that's what I'm saying. Like, fuck
Yeah.
this podcast. I'm fucking ready to just really talk.
Just
So,
to relax. Just
I'm not
to,
freaking
just to
chilling.
dive
They
in.
got me balls
Now
hard.
you're like full time creative. You do comedy and you do astrology, or
Which we'll have to get into. 'Cause,
yeah, we're curious.
you ever get gaped by a ghoul or anything like that?
That's what I'm saying. What is he asking me? Like, yes, of course I've been gaped by a ghoul. I actually have a joke about having. The truth is now it's actually my friend, but my roommate in college was literally. We didn't want to say sexually assaulted because we came to that it was like just an experience, but like it was absolutely by the ghost that lived in the hacky sack. So I don't know.
hacky sack.
It's an unbelievable story.
Wait, in Hackensack?
Not New Jersey.
Not
Wait.
bombing in Hackensack.
We need
Is that
to-
what you get for your money? You don't know that, you?
What's that? Is it what?
That's Billy,
Oh, I'm sorry. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
Wait,
Okay,
I
I'm with
don't
you.
know if that's the right song. I'm talking about Is That All You Get For Your Money?
Yeah.
The Anthony song.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
And then there's a remix. What are they?
Benny and the Jets.
No.
No. It's
you gay.
it's fuck. It's
That sounds the
freaking-
same. Same beat.
It's
Same timbre.
Hold
what's
on.
his name?
Elton John.
No, Billy Joel.
Oh, Billy Joel.
Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I nailed. No.
Long Island.
Is
Is that what you get for your money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was doing like sort of maybe like the bass line, but
Yeah, no
Right.
one knew that song till
And that's
Bayside
what
covered
it's
it
all
anyways.
about.
no way. I'm from New Jersey.
I'm just kidding. You know Bayside though?
No.
Oh, sure.
That's what it's all about. Also, I know the
Bayside's
Broadway version.
Long
Is that if that's what you're
Island.
talking about? The Broadway versions.
Ooh.
Where were we circling from? Oh,
The poop.
the poop.
What I wanted to just say when I came in, and I think it'll help explain what I do at large. I think maybe this will be a good just
Yeah.
parable, a sarable, if you will.
Mhm.
Like I said,
Yeah,
I
that's
am
good.
Chad
Yeah.
with that chatitude. With that catitude. I'm okay. Sorry for being rude, but
Yeah.
I'm that kind of dude.
Did you let a poopy simmer?
So look, I just woke up, you guys. I was in a mosh pit a few times at Respectable Street last night, and then we were also there the night before, and people were timing the length of dance. People were like, "It's now been 57 minutes, and you haven't stopped dancing." And I'm twerking, and I'm oftentimes the only person on the dance floor because it's like sort of like after hours, and I just love to dance. You know,
Yeah.
it's really just about the moving it.
A dancing queen.
Yes.
That was about you.
Well, yeah, but it was a different time. I was only 17, but so they don't. It's not about me now, but yeah, I was like 17 then. But now I'm thinking of the Beatles song. I'm like, how do I tie in? Before too long, they fell in love with me, but and then how could I dance with another? I didn't because no one was at Respectable Street until last night. How could I dance with another? Because it was a mosh pit at Respectable Street, and actually, I don't need that many people there at all at
And
once.
a mosh pit, and you were calling it earlier
A push bottle. So I thought a mosh pit was more like go New York, where it's like whoa, like jumping, standing really close and jumping. This was like actually like I felt that I was in the middle of like a nebula. Like I felt that I was in a photon. Like this is how the cells work. I felt I was actually in the micro of like yeah, but then it was like kind of aggressive. Like right, it
You were
wasn't like
you were in the mitochondria, which is of course
Yeah.
the powerhouse of the cell.
the powerhouse of the cell. The only thing I know about that is that radioisotopes have an unstable nuclei that release energy, and it's only because I'm a sort of a kinesthetic learner, so I never did homework in the
Free
traditional
radicals.
way.
For people like me, what does kinesthetic
Yeah.
learner mean?
It
What is
means that I need to learn through like theater, like I have to experience.
Yeah.
So
okay.
they would let me do extra credit at the end of class because I was also just like too busy doing like extracurriculars to like do scoot.
Yeah, straight up Gabe.
But the reason I know is that the work works. Baby, radioisotopes have an unstable nuclei that releases energy. They can help with curing terminal diseases. And I can't remember the other thing. We gotta call Mary Beth. But yeah, I had a few. I did one the other night too. I was doing karaoke and I accidentally went into my old rendition of Gin and Jews.
Oh, really? I like that.
Sipping
I like
on
the sound
gin
of
and juice.
that.
It was like
Sequin jeans.
This brings up actually something really crazy, but like, wait, tell us a little bit of
Gin
your
and juice.
lyrics here, and then I'm going to tell you about how why Joey doesn't understand kinetics or anything's.
Anything?
Anything's.
any things.
Yeah.
Oh.
Things.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Anyway, I was taking a long time coming here because I just woke up and I hadn't had my morning poop and I was feeling nervous and then I like drove to the wrong house but also had a blue truck and I went into the wrong house and then I came to the right house, so that was good. Just gotta like if at first you don't succeed, but
True.
I shared with them pretty vulnerably like as we were preparing for this pod that I hadn't pooped yet, and then I might need to poop. And they're like, "Hey, man, it's cool. People poop here all the time. Like, we poop here. People poop here." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but like, it just feels
Everybody
like,
poops.
Well, sure, but
Yeah, we like it. I go in there after and stand
No, no.
around.
No. Let me be clear. I like it. I really, but we just don't know each other like that yet, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
But, dude, once you know me, you'll be like, this guy's disgusting. There's actually shit all over this place.
Leaving poops is part of the love language me and Joey have formed.
Wait, I want to keep like a notebook of a time because I have a really. You want to talk about a really sexy naughty story? I have a really fucking bad one, or at least it felt like at the time, and I've never repeated it before, and so maybe might not be worth it.
Is there a poop in the toilet?
So listen, they said to me, "Go poop before the show," and I said, "Fine." So I go in there, and I thought, Sarah, if you don't have to just and do it later. But I sat down to pee, and I actually barely could even let out a droplet, and I was like, I hope it's not brown or yellow. It's like, okay, you guys have that nice
The
little tin.
droplet?
No.
I didn't even pee much. I really just woke up. Like I literally just woke up, and then so I showered and I peed, but I didn't poop. Anyway, the bottom line is, I was like, you could poop, but then I was like, don't do it, Sarah. It's not worth it. So I just like wiped the little dribble, washed my hands, and I went to flush.
Mm-hmm.
And it occurred to me that this might be a long holder. So I hold down the flusher a pretty significantly long time, and I realized maybe it needs a jingle jangle.
Oh, shit. You gotta snake it.
So, and actually, because I already feel so comfortable with you guys, I literally almost just opened up the top of the toilet and did the thing. Like I sort of know what it might need.
Yeah.
I actually deal. This is my kind of like I'm comfortable. I'm very comfortable. In this.
Yeah, you know these homes.
Yeah, I know these homes, and I know toilets, and I know pees and poos. And the bottom line is, I looked in the mirror and I just thought, I really fucking trust myself because you guys so generously were encouraging me to feel comfortable enough to poo, and I'm really not an uncomfortable person. I'll poop anywhere. You don't even know the kind of supplies I have on me. You know, like I'm ready to go for a lot of things, and
You got a bidet in there?
I've got a lot of wipes.
You got a hydrocortisol. Got hydrocortisol cream.
Probably Neosporin, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably a little Vaseline.
Ooh.
Probably a little mango jojoba oil.
Oh.
Also an ashtray.
What's that?
So,
Jojoba.
It's just like
So
it's only
like
around in winter. It's a Santa.
An oil.
It's an oil from the North Pole.
From Santa.
It's an oil from the North Pole.
Oh, I didn't know Jews knew about that stuff.
Are you kidding me? Santa's also Jewish,
Oh, that's true.
as Jesus' dad. Hello. That's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm just saying that. So what do? I am. I just want to say, I just woke up and I haven't pooped yet. So if I'm blocked, that's why.
Wait, so you didn't poop?
Thank God I didn't poop, Joey.
Because the
Your
toilet
doesn't
didn't
flush.
work.
Well, we have another toilet.
We just had this conversation that I just told Joey. I thought
Always
the toilet wasn't
follow your
working.
intuition, ladies.
I literally asked him a question today where I said to him, I was like, "Is the toilet flushing?" And he said, "No." And I said, "Oh, is my poop still in there?" Because I thought last night I took a poop. I don't know. It was a late night. I was like,
Maybe
"Is there
your
poop in
poop
there?"
is clogging it up.
Maybe it was mine.
Well, so actually,
Women poop, and I think we just lost a lot of men.
Shannon takes huge shits, by the way.
I
Like
take the
just
craziest poop.
just
And I
the
leave-
biggest ones I've ever seen.
It's a love story.
so I know about that. You want to hear a love story?
Yeah.
Wait, we
This is the one.
we missed your gin and juice.
Oh, it's like, may I point out to the Nazis who are oppressing my people overseas, who are dying without their families, and nobody knows. And then it was like, kissing my yeah, I remember. It's like kissing my mezuzah. Like that was what it was. Wait, what's the line before kissing my mezuzah? Sing the chorus or the lyric.
Sipping on gin and
then it's
juice, laid back with my mind on my money.
my mind. Right. You have to cut this part, and I'm gonna come back to it. I'm actually balls high, and I actually don't even. But
Can we keep it? Let's just keep it. We're good.
Make me look perfect.
If we did,
Fine.
If we did, we'd be gaped out.
Yeah,
We'd
yeah,
all be
yeah.
gaped up
You're
outside.
gaped up,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
You
I'm
hell.
gaped.
No, that's what I'm
I
saying.
stay gaped. Stuff's falling out, bro.
You know what's funny is we
Quarters
actually
are
realized
falling, dude.
we actually realized recently, while going through some of the archives, that I actually brought up gaping for the first time ever on our podcast in episode 2. I was the
That's
original
why he's so in love with you.
gape. Like it's like a
I'm honoring you.
get a girl to mention a gape, and then a boy will be obsessed with a gape.
What good advice. I've never heard that, but I think it's really true.
Let your gaping hole reach into his heart.
Well, actually, one of the things that I wanted to say that I really think is true is that everybody knows, or does everybody know? But I do think that the first girl that eats your ass has your heart.
I have not eaten ass.
You don't eat each other's ass?
My heart is still intact.
I do not eat his ass. Because
Shannon, I just, the one thing that would really make me fully love you with. No, I'm just kidding. Imagine.
he
Imagine.
does not actually want his asshole eaten because it is very not good.
Yo, my ass in pain, bruh.
Wait,
My
what's
ass
wrong with your
hurts.
ass?
He's got like the most insane hemorrhoids
Right
you've ever
now,
seen.
I'm sitting like this, and like it
my
feels like my ass is
God.
just hanging out.
One time I
Wait,
said it looks
my
like
ass
nerd.
has its own pillow.
Wait, hold on.
One time I said it looked
That's
like
really funny. That's a good joke. First of all, I like that. That's a good joke. Do it on stage. Or that's a song. You could do a song about that.
Yeah, put that face mask on my ass because it's bright in here.
Well, it just
Yeah.
wants to go to sleep for a
Yeah.
minute. It doesn't want to hear it. Put it on so it can't hear us. Put the mask on the hemorrhoid so it can't hear us. I think that's a
we
line on
don't
its
want
own.
them hearing talking about us, or then they're gonna get angry. They're gonna grow. They're gonna fight back.
I think my asshole's astral projecting.
Yeah.
What does it think it is?
I think it's up there, looking down at the cat. Thinking that's a good cat hole asshole.
I think that's where it's like, thank God for the
It's
ability
up
to
there.
dissociate. Good for that.
It's up there because
Hemorrhoid.
it's Uranus.
I used to pray to God my asshole would hurt so bad when I poop. I pray.
First of all, I love that feeling. Second of all,
What'd you say?
Shannon
What'd you
really
say?
had a funny
You
one.
just missed
I
it.
missed it.
Shannon had a really
You
good
were going
one.
like this, and you were saying your ass was here, and I was like, "Yeah, your ass is up
My
here
hemorrhoid lives
because
on my anus.
it's Uranus."
Oh,
My
that's
hemorrhoid
good, that's
lives
good.
on
I'm
my
sorry.
anus.
Yeah.
Sorry for just wait on. Can you guys say the whole thing over? I was saying my hemorrhoid lives on your anus in an annoying voice, and nobody could hear you.
That's
You were
good,
saying,
that's good.
podcasting.
All right, 1, 2, 3, do it again. 1,
This
2,
is
3.
three ADHDs.
3 ADHDs walking in bed.
Are you sure you can
And one
operate
fell
on-
out and bumped a head.
Doctor, are you sure you can operate on my asshole? Yeah, I've got my ADHD.
Okay. I know about that. Letters.
Hey,
I think that works. But I do think that my asshole has a cushion is really funny. Oh yeah, like soccer moms. You don't need an ass cushion on the bleachers.
no,
You got a bleacher bumper.
they're
Oh.
They-
I'm a little slow, dude. I'm like gonna, you say funny things, but I'm slow.
I'll talk really slower. We can start all the way over. Welcome to the
No.
podcast, you guys. We're starting over because honestly,
We need to talk stuff for Joey. No, his asshole. You know what? I used to have a joke way back in the beginning. One of my first jokes I ever wrote was about how I can't eat his ass.
Do you need back support? More back support? Neck support?
There's
There's
pillows
other
here.
pillows too.
Get cozy.
See you.
Get
I
cozy.
know it's hard.
Come on, take off my fanny pack.
It matches your
Why do they
your
call
eye
it a
mask.
fanny pack if you don't wear it on your fanny?
When I dance, I do, and it depends. And honestly, I have a front butt,
A front butt.
just a big fat
Yeah.
pussy,
Yeah.
like you.
Yeah.
Okay, now
You call it a putty pack.
Oh yeah. Where do we leave off there?
hi guys, welcome to the pod. So here's what you missed. Joe's slow, but he's got a pillow on his tuchus.
Yep.
Shannon made a funny. Shannon, what was your funny?
Uranus.
Uranus, which is funny because if you want to follow me and my podcast, it's called Space Trash: Lifestyles of the Rich and Uranus.
Uranus.
So I really
Oh.
love Uranus comedy, and all of this has been
Lifestyles like the Good Charlotte song.
lost sauce to the beach in Uranus.
Yeah.
Lost sauce to the beach in Uranus. Yeah, wait, could you? I wanted someone. Can you make me a cover of that? I've been
I'm sure we
been
could.
dreaming of that.
Yeah, dude. We have
That's
methods.
literally so
of-
easy.
We have
for us to
methods
do.
of making sure like they can't come after you for copyright, and then we'll.
Yeah.
Well, what if we say?
Steal it
What
all.
if we say lifestyle?
Lifestyles.
No, we changed the key.
Lifestyles.
It's either deaf or Australian. They sound the same.
Or we'll pitch it up so it's in like the frequency of love.
What's the frequency of love? 427.
No, I think it's 528.
I went through a
I'm
period of
right-
life where I was listening to those frequencies being like, what is this? Does it do anything? It didn't do anything. I'm the same.
And you think
Do you-
it's because the frequencies stunted you?
It's because I've been fucking hanging out of my butt since day one.
Well, so how does that happen?
Can you guess
How
what?
does that
Can you
hemorrhoid
can you
happen?
guess Joey's sign? Just by like
Are you a
by
wizard?
the experience.
Are you like a?
You're an astrologist.
I know, but can you like? Are you a medium? Do you like your snake medium?
Well, I did predict that toilet wouldn't flush.
Oh, that's true. Good intuition.
That's precisely
Yeah.
the point of my cerebral. So yes, you have been paying attention. You're not slow. Let's not talk about Joe that way anymore. But it's a good note as producer because I need to talk slower in general because honestly, sometimes I listen back to recordings and I feel like I'm listening to tongues. Sometimes I'm like, no,
Tongue?
I started
Tongue?
pulling out. No, I started pulling out clips. I actually started pulling out clips where just like send me a tape. It's like I just sent you the whole thing because it's like I don't really have like a recent like I have a million tapes, but they're all from like 2015.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like whatever. But I don't really know if this is helping. But what was I talking about? I
Clips.
love to
Speaking in
listen to
tongues.
my own self-talk. No, I listen back to my self-talk and it actually freaks me out because sometimes I'll be like on some kind of a rant and then I'll be like, it's almost like it sounds like I'm doing the Missy Elliott backwards. You're from a swammy come here. Like sometimes it's just like completely unidentifiable gibberish and I almost want to like, I'm like, could this be like some like I want to like, maybe you know how to do this. Wait, like I want to like chop it and screw it. Like if we like were to like play it backwards, like maybe I'm saying something, but like I literally feel that sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, and it's like, what was I even trying to say? It like
can't
freaks
talk.
me out.
It's
So
a
I do
New
need to
York
talk
thing.
slower. I do need to talk slower.
It's a New York. It's a New York Jew.
I have the thing
thing.
where I'm listening, like I'll be looking at someone and they're talking, and then all of a sudden I think of something in my head, and I'm like, pay attention, but I can't because the thing. If I let
understand.
go, then I'm like, and then eventually I just end up stupid and going.
Well, that's the nice thing about being comedians. We're all really just hearing we're just like all kind of open micing. So I'm really sorry if I'm not.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, you guys. You can't be possibly like, even though it's a bed pod, it's like, this is not like a super focused like to have like an intellectual conversation
yeah,
on
yeah,
camera.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
like this is.
yeah.
I think the fun of comedy is
Yeah.
just
It's
that
a
everything
chaos.
is just.
I'm just trying to gape you bomb.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think you are.
Yeah, and there's not many women I would feel comfortable even saying that to in my bed.
I'm really honored.
You're one of a kind.
So we'll make a list of what I am as we go through. So
Oh yes, an astrologer.
I'm an
yes.
so number one, I'm a comedian. Number two, I'm a psychic intuitive because I knew I knew
what is
Natural-
my sign, Psyche? Doctor.
So obvious. I feel.
So obvious. Hey, you do, Stinky.
As his wife, I feel it's obvious.
Oh shit, she's throwing shade.
He's a Gemini.
Yes.
Did you do research, dude? You did research. I'm scared now. I'm scared there's ghosts. I think there's jerk off ghosts in the other room that make
see?
me jerk off when I'm in there. I can't stop them.
Yep.
The jerk off gods rid them from my house.
I bet he has an Aries moon though.
Oh, I wonder. I don't even
Shannon's an
know.
Aries.
So when you guys do my podcast, only because I would do it now, but you kind of need to be sitting up.
Oh, okay.
Kind of need to be sitting
Save
up.
that for
So
that.
we'll do a follow up pod. I'll do it like literally after this. I'm having the best time, but we can do it like whenever. but I will look at both of your charts and then we'll look at your charts together.
Don't but
Perhaps even more intimate.
I'm an
Wedgie. Hold on.
Is it gonna like ruin us though? And you're
I
gonna be
believe-
like, this will never work.
Okay.
no.
Why don't you come back?
Aries is not actually, I think, that bad of a
First of all, it's a
pairing.
great combination. Second of all, why don't you walk back into Secure Town, Joe? You're married and we're in your bed. I think it's pretty set up. I mean, nothing's
You're
gonna
right.
go.
He doesn't
wrong
want
here.
anyone
You're
to
right.
tell.
I got
tell,
out of line. You checked
tell me
it.
to leave him or something.
Oh my God.
Through the stars.
Dang, dude.
Look.
I'm getting gay.
Let me see if I have any visions.
Is this real? I believe in this type of stuff, but I've never seen it. What's my middle name?
I wanted it to be a real fart, but then I'm like, you don't even have to poop.
The best
put
part
one
is
in.
the sock is turned, so I think you can only read the one of them.
Desi gave me comedy socks. This says, "Bring me some wine."
If you're reading this, bring me some wine.
So, is the reason that you guys have people wear socks because you don't want people's feet in your bed, or is it because feet would make this too expensive?
I feel
You have
like
to be
it's like
paywalled?
I feel like
Yeah.
it's a two-tiered approach of like feet are feet, right? And I'm not really a big fan of them personally, but also I think that the biggest issue is that like people are creeps about feet. And so then it's like if you're wearing your toes out, realize, and somebody has. I think we have one person not wear socks ever, which is actually one of our most viewed episodes. I think it's like our most viewed episode. Yeah, toes out.
Oh, I'm spilling. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I spilled on their bed, even
don't
though I have a
think you
sippy
did.
cup.
I think it's fine.
No, I did. I spilled everything. I'll give you the cup. Sorry.
It's not. It's good. We don't have to
Just-
change the sheets tonight.
Honestly, they never do. Is this
Oh,
okay?
do you want me to-
No, I just want to actually spill on your bed.
If
You're
you want
good,
Joey
dude.
to hold,
But what's the
that,
point? No, but what's the point of a fucking sippy cup that doesn't not? Isn't the whole point
it's
that
not
it doesn't?
fully spill proof? I don't understand.
Yo,
it.
we need to actually revolutionize and create a patent on a product for real adult XXX adult sippy cups, where it's like, now you can knock it around and it's not going to spill in your
Yeah.
bag.
XXX, meaning that some of them have a little peony tip.
Yeah.
We have some circed and some uncirced.
Oh my God,
tips.
that's such a funny idea. Or it's like right, it could be like the uncirced could just have like a more of like a cooling system or whatever, like a heating or cooling system or something.
Yeah, on the
It's like
inside,
a-
like those
Why don't
bladder
dildos
ones.
jizz? Why don't dildos squirt gun? Squirt gun dildos. But why don't dildos jizz? They should make dildos that jizz.
That's a great idea.
Who doesn't want jizz at the end of their dildo fun?
But again, for video sake, really. I mean,
Yeah, for videos.
so sometimes you gotta
True,
just
I
when
mean-
when you gotta throw mayo in there,
I'm
it's
sure
like,
it
oh
exists.
damn.
I've just never seen it, but I'm sure it exists.
I'm sure it exists.
Everything
I think
does.
the,
Hammers on dicks, fucking bicycle. You put your wiener through a bicycle while it rides, and then the bars just grab your dick and fucking shred it.
I'm like, cheese.
That would be so.
I don't even know.
But because the way that you describe it, it seems like the dick was holding on there for a minute.
Yeah, the dick got like,
So was it getting like
mangled.
tied up
Yeah,
and
yeah.
twisted the
It's
way
getting
I like
mangled,
to
and as it
be?
goes, it goes. drrrr,
It's like those little beads.
Yeah.
Remember those beads you could get on your tires that would like click clack and you
I
would
don't
ride
know
your bike?
Oh.
Those little like things, and then like they would
Yeah.
these beads, and then they would like move and they'd hit down.
Yeah.
Click, clack, remove your ball sack. That's what they would call them.
I remember that. I
Yeah.
love. That's why. I mean, yeah. I think.
So you've been astrologing for how
Oh wait,
long?
no, so wait.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
recap the audience because that's the thing. We've been kind of in here, but that's what I'm saying. How do we perform for the people? So you guys, here's the recap of what's been going on. I guess that Joe was a Gemini.
Whoa, intuition.
Intuition. Now
It's crazy.
back to the more like leaned back. I hope it's all chin. I hope we're just. This is like. I feel like this whole
Some people
podcast
have
is
said
going to look
things
like.
about our angle. I don't know how else you angle a bed pod.
Well, okay.
Our lens isn't wide angle enough. We
No,
need to get
I
another
talked to
lens.
somebody about the lens, and they said this is very wide. This should be.
Well,
it's
we're-
almost so wide it's
We're just
distorting.
all up
they
in our
told me.
ding dong space. This is where we ding dong. This
I
is where
totally
get
get
my
it.
head sit
I
on.
absolutely love it. And honestly, if I was turned around, the angle would be perfect. It's just that this is all chin and I don't really care. So I'm pretty comfortable with it.
Look great.
Honestly, the beauty of stuff like this is that it's comedy. You know, the other day I did a whole set with lipstick just smeared on my face. And somebody afterwards said it to me like it was like, Sweetie, like you have lipstick on your face. And I was like, comedy is amazing. Comedy is funny. It's
Yeah.
like, who cares?
You should
know?
have been like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
What if they saw my set? Would they think I was doing an impression of an actual able person, but I was actually disabled?
You're doing an impression
be
of them, I
amazing.
thought. I thought that's what they sounded like, kind of.
No, they were just like, you have lipstick on your face.
Oh, shit.
I'm not sure if you realized. Yeah.
Like on stage with lipstick on your face. And it's like, first of all, I put it on my face, so it's not that far from what I was going for.
Did you do the old, like, fucking, what's the Little Giants?
How did you know I was Icebox? Are you Icebox?
No, it's a very warm box.
No. You know about Little Giants?
I don't remember, actually.
You're referencing Little Giants to Icebox, and
That's
man,
all
I'm
I
so
remember about Little Giants.
okay. So, right, like actually, Icebox would be at the ragtag pool, the push party. Like if you remember,
You know
correctly,
Icebox?
I know Little Giants like I could have written it myself. Rick Moranis is the coach of his daughter's other football team for the Misfits
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the girls.
the Misfits, yeah.
And ultimately they win the championship. And Icebox finds a boyfriend. So it was one of my favorite movies.
Oh.
And she was just very class president vibe. She was like a tomboy, but then like ultimately not gay. And like that was just me all the way.
You felt that way.
100%.
You're like, that's me. Oh my god.
yeah. Like I will do I'll play with the boys, but then ultimately like I come home.
And then you're
you
sucking
come
them
home
too.
with me. No, but actually my boyfriend wouldn't be on the Misfit team. He's like the hot guy from the other school. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the
I'm
Misfits are my homies, and we gotta be cool. We gotta go to
From
the
the all
Mishmash
boys
pit.
school.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just like ruining a couple Catholic boys' lives.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to what I was saying before. In South Florida, there's no reason to be awake between the hours of 10 and 4 p.m. Even for me to be here at 3, it's a huge compliment. No, that's not true. It's actually because I have dinner plans. It's actually a huge compliment to Desi, who gave me these comedy socks. Happy birthday, Desi. Shout out to you, Desi. Hey. But, yeah. The daytime here doesn't work for me. The lines, the traffic, the sweltering heat, the kids in the pool, all of it is just. I'm going to be awake
The ding
on
dong
off
drool.
hours.
Yeah. This
The
is
ding dong drool?
Yeah, because you said kids in the pool. I said the ding dong drool.
Well, that's the thing. That's the one thing I do like because I think that once a kid has been in the pool, you're allowed to pee. And we talked about that the other night. I
yeah.
think you're allowed to pee once a kid has been in the pool. So I
Yeah.
wait till the end of the day so that I'm not starting the problem. It's like I didn't kill the mink.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill more minks to make fur, but if a mink fur exists, it already is a mink. So,
Yeah, it's already a stink.
so right, once it's already a stink, I'm gonna pee in that pool.
Yeah. You're going to
I like
make it
that. I like
stinkier.
that. I like
Yeah,
that
dude.
idea. It's
That's
the
almost a song. I feel
the
like that was a
Midnight
song.
Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been a very musical podcast.
Well, we're incredibly multiverse
Do
artists.
you play any
we
instruments?
we gotta learn more about you because it's like
Oh. I'll
Sarah
learn about
Armour.
you guys.
I barely know her. You know.
That's what I'm saying. This
Yeah.
is like a real
Armor,
great way
I
to get to know
barely,
people. Armor.
Armor.
I
Amor.
barely
I barely have showed her my
harmed
butthole.
her.
Yeah.
I barely farmed her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we barely farmed her yet.
They barely farmed me. Yeah, that kind of works.
Making cheese curds.
Yeah.
You know
yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know that's right.
Now, when did you start comedy? What did you grow up as like a theater kid or like?
I don't. My mom says I was winking and waving in the ICU.
the NICU?
Honestly, yeah. Whatever. I have no idea what the baby unit.
Winking at the
You were premature?
adults?
No, not at
Oh,
all.
oh.
I actually, my mother was. My mother was in labor for 6 excruciating days.
Oh,
Wouldn't it be allowed these days? But I took
You
my
still hear
goddamn
about that.
motherfucking time.
Yeah.
Do you think you had your
No, my
like,
grandparents-
feet spread on like the edges of the vagina and you were just like, I'm not getting through, and then they were trying to get you through, and then your feet finally broke through. Butthole
like a
gone.
water slide.
Yeah,
You
butthole
don't go
gone.
feet first. I don't know.
No,
if
I
you-
actually think I went butthole first. I think I came in doing like a tuck jump.
Imagine
wow.
if
I'm kidding
humans-
completely.
And-
I didn't. I was normal. I just was taking my goddamn motherfucking time. And yeah. You know, I do things on my own schedule.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I do things on my own
That's
schedule.
nice.
I really don't. So yeah, I've planned my life around. If I'm going to be in Florida, I'm going to have to sleep. So that's why I sleep with the eye patch. That was the answer to the
Yeah.
question. That's why I sleep with the eye mask. So do I have tons of these? Yeah,
I love it.
I love these.
You ever scared someone's gonna get you and you have your eye mask on?
Well, No, not really.
Oh.
I feel like my instincts are pretty. Like I feel like my physical, like it's like I do have other
Do
senses.
you feel
I
like
guess is
you
what I'm
know
saying.
when someone's watching you?
Well,
Someone's watching me.
I'm actually hoping people are watching me all the time, so
Ooh.
that doesn't bother me
Little
at all.
voyeur.
More of a performer. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I just like
Yeah.
I like to do a show.
Did you do theater then, or
I
what?
did theater
growing up. Yeah,
I did theater growing up. Okay, so sorry. You want to know about me? What is my story?
You didn't get into comedy until when?
I got into comedy before you graduated college.
Yeah, oh, I'm sure. Yeah,
I'm a old timer.
you've been doing it for a while, right? You like started up at Caroline's, or where did you like kind of start?
Well, so it's funny. Like, okay, so what did I do in comedy? I started doing comedy. I mean, there's a million like micro stories, but really, when I started doing comedy was because I was living in Washington D.C. and I'm just like it's hard to, like I'm a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You're funny.
there's just nothing else. So look, how did it all begin? It all started when I was a little girl and I realized I was better than everybody else. And ever since then, I've been doing whatever the fuck I want and getting away with it because I'm funny. And and then at some point, I graduated from college. No, the truth is I went to film school, but I started having panic attacks because I couldn't figure out like screenplay writing format.
Yeah.
It was like too much like sitting and typing for me. But the thing is, I just always knew I was going to stand up. I've always done stand up, even like as a kid. Like it's hard, yeah. Like it's weird to even talk about. Sometimes I feel really embarrassed about how like healthy my childhood was, and also like how embarrassing it is how much I crushed, because it's like, oh wow, like I'm holding on to those memories. Like I actually like want to put stuff from when I was 10 like on my resume because it was like that meaningful to me. You know what I mean? But it's like, but it's nothing. It's like, but that's the thing. So like I grew up, yeah, I was always encouraged, and yeah, no, like there would be like, I remember one time there was like a hurricane. We were at sleepaway camp. There was a hurricane, and like all the power went out. It was whatever, and they put candles around, and it was just literally like Sarah's story time, and they just had me talk to the camp. And it was just like, so it was like, and my mom, I remember she came to pick me up and she was just like, what the fuck is going on? And I was like, Mom, they needed me. Like, like the power went out, and like, I just said, I got this. And like, everyone just always loved to hear me tell stories, and people love to like, yeah. So I went to film school, then I graduated from college. I started doing improv, but oh no, the truth. Sorry, I'm like balls high. The first time I did stand up was right before it was going into my senior year of, no, it was going into my junior or senior year of college. And 2 years prior, I was basically failing out of college. It's funny, Erica Nunes actually went to the same place I did. We went to Boston University, but there's this like side school, like almost like a junior college, but it's not. But it's like a 2-year program for the either really rich, really retarded, or maybe creative. Like that they like let some people in, like for, or not retarded. Well, yeah, rich and retarded, or right. They think you like have something interesting connected to you, or you're like, your parents are connected to the school, or just something, right? So it was like, but you weren't quite good enough to get into Boston University. So you would do 2 years there, and then you would transfer into whatever program you want. Erica Nunes actually went to the same program at BU with me. She then took a few years off, came back and finished, and we walked in college. We graduated college together at the same time.
Oh, really?
Isn't that crazy?
Whoa.
And she was at CGS too, right? So cool. So some people, you're just meant to meet people. You find your people. But anyway, the bottom line is, yeah, one time. Oh, no. So I was failing out of CGS, which was like, I just started smoking pot. I was falling asleep in the lobbies. I was binge drinking. I was partying. I was having some really nasty. I was really just being fun.
College girl.
Fun girl. And I was not participating in school whatsoever, but I was so funny. And the guidance counselor or whatever, we all had like a assigned guidance counselor, Dr. Foley Reese, called me into her office, and she's like, Sarah, I gotta tell you something. You're getting all of these, but the teachers agree, because this is an alternative learning program, that if you go do a comedy set at Nick's Comedy Spot we'll move them all up to C's, and you'll be able to move into the film school.
Whoa, what the hell?
So,
Bribery.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
But also,
Interesting.
like, that's the thing. CGS, it was a lawless place.
Yeah,
But like,
CPS, they're trying to help out some
LOL.
kids.
no, but that was like, so it's like when I think about actually like why did I start doing comedy? It's like, that was like what I was supposed to do. Like, so then I lied. So I drove all the way there and I panicked. I didn't do it and I lied. Then I did it like maybe a few years later, one time at Gotham in New York. The tape like went like, it was like an actual VHS from the open mic, and it would, like was like passed around my town. Like people that I met years later were like, "We saw your first tape."
Oh my
And it's
god!
like, lol, 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 lol,
your
lol.
First, like,
So it's like I've
comedy
had this
set.
really like weird experience doing comedy where it's just like actually like it was the most meaningful thing in my life. And like then for years I like refused to do it and I wouldn't do it and I would like have nervous panic attacks about it, and then I finally started doing it and then I was like successful. So I started doing it in DC after doing improv, and it was just really lucky for me. I was going through a dental work experience, which was the funniest thing on earth.
Oh, wow.
So I actually just like it's funny, I was doing improv and I was telling everyone I was a stand-up comedian, but like I wasn't actually doing it. But like I knew I was, like eventually got it.
Yeah.
Well, so my boyfriend at the time bought me one of those classes, so it was the DC improv. So I did the class.
Oh yeah.
And I was really angry at him because I was I think I was like crying, like screaming, crying, like real comedians don't do class, and like what's wrong with me that I can't do it without class? And you know, I guess we're really getting to some deeper issues here now that we're talking about poo poo and singing songs, because it's like maybe I have a thing about class, right? Like I don't think I ever participated in class, and that never. So you know, I found improv class, and then I was just in love with it, and I was good at it. And then I was so afraid to try stand up, and then he put me in a class, and then once I started doing it, I just never stopped until I stopped for a long time, and then I started and stopped. And so I've been doing it for a long time, but there were years where I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I didn't do it most of 2017. I didn't do it a lot of 2018. I didn't do it from 2020 to like 6 months ago. So it's been a long time that I've been doing it, but I just think it's funny because I remember people telling me like, you have to wait 10 years to be successful at this.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
think
yeah.
part of me was like, okay. And so I just kind of just been waiting now that I think about it, because actually I'm still up to speed. Like I'm no behind my peers. Like fuck, they have more followers than me, but like, meh. I think I'm fine.
Yeah,
you're
followers
crushing,
is followers.
dude.
Yeah.
You were very funny the other day.
Thank you. Sorry for that, like, just long, like, too high rant, but that was the answer to. I was really
No,
trying
you
to
got
focus
a
on
wide
answering the
variety.
question.
So
I was
how-
trying to actually answer the question. I'm
So
sorry.
how did Last Comic Standing happen? Like when did that happen?
So, I was doing comedy in DC, and it was to the point where I was like working. It's crazy. So and actually, I was saying this to Charles yesterday. Charles Matthews, after the show, he was like, "What would you recommend if you like really want to actually like?" He was saying like get on showcases, but I said the real advice I can give you is going to festivals. Like gave me everything, and I still wouldn't and still do. I mean now I not saying I still do. I guess I am going. We're going to Dirty Bird, but that's like not a
Yeah.
comedy festival, but
Yeah.
still a festival. But like going to festivals makes it like really, like it's a network of people that allow you to honestly continue to participate
Yeah.
and work with, and I don't know. So anyway, I would go to festivals, and I met a lot of people at festivals, and there will always be bookers that go to festivals. So that's the thing. My whole comedy experience has been different because I didn't have to do it. I did a few festivals within the first 6 months of doing comedy, and I was getting paid to. I would get paid as like a feature at different clubs, like, and they would fly me out like I was a headliner.
Yeah.
Like clubs supported me. Like I had a lot of support. And so after doing comedy, I had a breakup that was pretty devastating. So and I also was like kind of had maxed out comedy in DC, where I was just ready to expand and grow. The truth is I was also just like following a guy. Like Lil Randy moved to New York, and I was like, now I must go too.
Yeah.
So dumb. He had a girlfriend, but we've had a long, beautiful journey, so it was worth it. But anyway, yes. Also, I like came up doing comedy with a bunch of people who all moved at the same time, and now they're all really successful. So I feel like, I just like, I'm back.
Are you ever
No.
like, hey, like, let me like take a poop in your toilet?
I'm still friends with a lot of them,
Yeah.
but like some of them I'm not. I've had some like bad comedy breakups, but like, but all this to say, sorry, that I moved to New York, and before I moved to New York, like I did one showcase while I was there, just like going to check out. I was there for a festival. Sorry, I'm fucking rambling. I was there for a festival before I moved there, and Caroline Hirsch saw me. I was headlining I was one of the featured comics on the Betches tour. We worked at Caroline's. Caroline spotted me immediately. She took me under her wing, and then also that same weekend, I connected with a friend from college who was doing stand up, and I wasn't even trying to do the show, but he was like, "Oh, if you want to come watch me, I have a show at Karma Lounge. You can come and like, you know, if I can put you on, I will, but like probably not." But I was just going to be social. Then he's like, "Okay, there is time. I'll put you up." And I was like, "Okay." So I didn't even know that I was going up. I went up and I did a set, and like it turns out that day he had like agents and management coming to look at him. He didn't tell me. I didn't know, but then then they signed me. So I immediately had management and agent before I even moved to New York.
Wow.
Then I rented a really shitty apartment in Brooklyn. And I mean, you want to hear a crazy comedy story?
Yeah.
So I rented a it was like one of those like new constructions, but it was like fucking cheap as hell. And it's like everybody's like in their 20s and their parents are paying for like like a $1,200 room.
Yeah.
So I was in one of those, and my parents weren't paying for it. I really couldn't afford it, but it's like, okay, for 3 months, I'm just going to like, at that time too, I had just graduated from life coaching school. So I'm a life coach. That's another thing. That's my day job. Or one of my day jobs. So I'm a grifter. Okay, guys. No, but I'm actually a healer.
Gypsy.
I'm a healer of all the people. I'm Sarah. I am biblical. No.
Ghoul gaper.
Gaper. You guys love talking about gaping.
Yeah,
Gaping.
Yeah, dude.
Gaping is a theme, but they don't do butt stuff.
We've only hit like 4 today, so we gotta hit 12 at least.
I'm like scared for them, audience. Am I gonna rock these people's world? I mean,
No, tell this crazy story.
no,
the story.
not with the crazy story. I'm just saying, like, they don't even know who's in their bed right now. But okay, so it was like the coldest winter of record time in New York, and I'm in this shitty apartment. I am a life coach, so I was like, leap and the net will appear. I made my day job like kind of part time, and then they let me do it remotely. I moved into this place. It was month to month, and I really couldn't afford it. But I was like manifesting clients one by one, and it just like was not working. Everything was freezing. Randy like didn't break up with his girlfriend yet, and like I just wasn't even like I was doing like a few shows here and there, but like I was not like. I was in DC, I was such a big fish in a small pond, and I was just so like taken care of. And all of a sudden, it's like I live in Brooklyn, and it's like, so it was the cold. So one time I actually got locked in my room, like the doorknob pulled out. None of my roommates were home. The storm was so bad that all the service was down. It was freezing cold. It was just like the whole thing was like fucked up, right?
Yeah.
So in that moment, without having I didn't know what to do. I called this woman, Karen Anderson, who is at the time, it was our favorite psychic, clairvoyant, medium, whatever. We trusted her with our lives at that time, and I loved everything we got from her. That's the thing. Is it real? Is it not real? It's like everybody gets what they want to get from anything. You know what I mean? It's like, so.
It's all in the brains.
Yeah, and it's all just like our own. We're all just hearing whatever we can, even. So anyway, I called Karen Anderson. I literally spent 300 of my $400 that I had point blank period. Couldn't pay rent the next month. I couldn't even call someone to come fix anything because I didn't even have any money to pay. Like I couldn't even done it privately, right? So I'm like, this is so fucked up. I just had to call Karen and so I light all my candles. I get she's like, get a glass of water and lay next to the bed. And so I'm like, okay, so I make it into this seance-y space. I get into the zone. I'm talking to Karen Anderson, and she's like, oh, sweetie, and we had talked before. But she's like, oh, sweetie. Or no, wait, had we talked before? This might have been the first call with her. I think this was the first call with her because she's like, because that was the funny thing. She's like, I can't see anything. She's like, this is so interesting. It's totally dark. And I'm like, oh my God, what does that mean?
Telling you you're dark.
Well, she's like, I can't see anything. And she's like, we need to unpack this fear backpack. She's like, you have a heavy fear backpack and we need to unpack it. And I'm like, okay. So we start unpacking my fear backpack energetically. This is it's pissing me off by the end of it because it's like, what the fuck are we doing? We're energetically unpacking, and it wasn't even talking about anything specific. She was just working on me, Yeah. Now I get maybe more of what she was doing, and I did then too. But I'm like watching the clock, like say something interesting. Am I gonna at least find a boyfriend? Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
And because I just needed some like support, like what is next for me? And then she goes, well, I think the backpack is clear and I can see. She said, this is all about your career, and she's like, you need to look up to your big sisters, and that's what she said. She said, you need to look at your big sisters and brothers. And let me ask you this question: when you think about your career, who do you like? Who are the first people you think of? Like, who would you want to emulate or connect with? And I think I said like Amy Schumer, like I think I said like Amy Schumer, Woody Allen, like Louis C.K. and Ellen or something like that. And then whatever. And then she goes, oh, this is a true story. Sorry, this is taking forever. I'm sorry. She goes, oh, Amy is your sister. I just haven't told this for years. I can't believe this happened. Yeah. She's like, Amy is your sister. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, she's got your back. You might hear from her soon, but you need to talk to Amy in your head, and you need to you have connections to all of those people. So just stay fearless and open, because Amy's got your back. So I'm like,
What the
okay,
fuck?
listen. So then I'm like, okay.
And
so,
you had never met Amy Schumer in person at this point.
No.
Yeah.
I had seen her every single time. Like when I was first starting comedy, she was working at the Arlington Draft House one weekend, and the way that I prepared the only way that I really could wrap my head around comedy is just anytime a female headliner comic came to town, I would go and if I liked them, I would go to everyone, because I was just like, what is the actual job? Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
So I remember I saw all of Amy's shows in Arlington when she was there, right when I was first starting, and I remember feeling kind of like, again, like competitive, like in a good way. Like I was like, oh, I could okay, I want to play. Like if maybe want to play,
Yeah.
And I loved it. And so anyway, if I remember correctly, this is literally the next day, because I was about to have to pay rent. Literally, and I'm like falling asleep doing those meditations. Like, I will have a client tomorrow. I will have a new client tomorrow. Like, I will sign a new client. It's like, that's not the way to do it. My vibe was not right. But I get a phone call from this producer, Laura Prangley, also a comedian. I knew her from DC. At that time, she was now living in New York. She was working for Condé Nast. And she was like, hey, can you come fill in for an actor that just dropped out for this sketch that I'm shooting for Vogue.com or something. It was one of those. It wasn't Vogue. Relax. It wasn't Vogue. But it was like Home and Dumpy Country or whatever. It was for AARP. No, but it was for one of them. And so I was like, okay. So I go and I act in her sketch. We start talking afterwards, and she's like, how are you doing? And I'm like, I'm actually fucking so bad. Like, I can't even believe I got here today. I really need this $200. I have no fucking money. I also, my apartment is awful. I hate who I'm living with, the whole thing. Yeah. And she was like, oh, wait, you should reach out to Amy Schumer. Swear to God, next day. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, are you guys friends? I'm like, no. She's like, well, I'm Facebook friends with her. Facebook friend her. There's a post that's been up. I don't know if she found someone yet, but there's a post that says, looking for a female comic who wants to live in New York for a few months and live in my apartment for free and what she was doing was shooting Trainwreck.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God. So, and this is literally I'm not even kidding. This is the next day. So I'm like, oh my, that's why I even was comfortable doing the Karen Anderson thing. I think Laura actually hired me. I knew I had something to do. And then I was like, that's the thing. It was all really happened in it was so crazy. So I look on Amy's thing. She friend requests me or whatever, friend accepts me. I look at the post. It's looking for a comment. Now it was a few months ago. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's no way that she found someone. But I was like, I might as well just try.
Yeah. What does it hurt?
Right. Because also, even though it was from a few months ago, it was for February 1st. And it was January.
Yeah.
Sorry. So this is January 20. So the answer, it was January 2014.
Yeah.
So this, and it's funny too. I talk about school class. This was maybe the best piece of writing I've ever. Because even stand up, I feel guilt that I don't write. It's I sat at my computer and I wrote to Amy, and I wrote her a note. I sent her a that's the thing. At the time, the only tapes I have are 40 minutes long.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
the beginning of doing comedy, I never did short sets.
Yeah.
They were always like, talk more. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Until I got to New York and they're like, that's not how it works. And I was like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
me? That's why I'm so happy to be here, though, because I'm like, oh, I could just be myself. Like, I don't have to, like, play that game.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could, and I did, but, like,
Yeah.
this is more me. Like, I'm a,
Yeah.
So anyway, I write her this letter. I, like, pray. I drink the other half of the water that Karen had me drink the first half last night, whatever. Drink the other half of the water. An hour later, I get a email back that says, we loved your tape. We love you. My sister will email you. You can move in on the 1st.
What the fuck,
What?
dude?
And I did
And so you lived in her apartment then?
for, not the first 3 months that I moved. So I'm from the New York area, but when I moved back from DC, January I was in Brooklyn, and then February, March, and April, I lived in Amy Schumer's apartment.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, and every once in a while she would come back into town for things, and I would have to go back to my parents. Because that was the other thing. It had to be someone who lived or like had a place to sleep sometimes, because there would be like days off. She was just filming a movie.
Yeah,
There would be days off, but she wasn't that big yet. She was like,
That's so nuts.
And
You know,
she was
train
just
wreck.
giving this like a way to, she
Pay
wanted
it
to help
forward.
another
Yeah.
like female comic.
yeah.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Isn't that wild?
That's
Isn't that wild?
crazy.
Then the other crazy thing, or not the other
And
crazy
and
thing.
so and then this is how
Did she have a
The
lot of
last
shoes
comic standing?
because shoe
No.
more?
what?
Did she have a lot of shoes because Amy shoe more?
oh my god.
Oh,
Sorry.
Joe.
That was a good story. That's crazy.
And so
That's crazy.
you know
and
this
so-
bitch?
I know everybody.
Get her in my bed.
Oh my god.
No, well, that's the thing. I have a little bit of.
I'm
I'm
just
coming
kidding.
out of
I
it.
would-
No, I have an ego problem, and I've been hiding from the world. Now I'm reemerging, but
We're glad you are, dude. When
we'll see them at the top, and then we'll reconnect.
You know what
okay?
I said when I saw you at Shannon's show? I was like, "Who is this bitch?"
You had never seen me before.
No, I was.
That was
like,
such a
"Yo,
weird night too. That
who
was
is
such a
this
weird.
bitch?"
Do you think I was good?
Yeah, that's what. That's like what like the homies do when they see someone that's good. They're like, "Who's this bitch?"
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, neat. I love knowing that.
And so then Last Comic Standing came from this.
No, so I'm just telling you my life story.
Oh yeah.
This is great. This is what the
That's-
pod's
that's
for.
crazy,
People rarely
dude.
tell people
Amy
about all the
Schumer.
gapings that have happened.
I got a lot of big gaping holes in the story, though.
Yeah,
So we're
you
gonna
got
have
to
to
fill
keep
them
going.
in. Let's fill them in.
Let's fill in those. I don't mean to dump
Tell
a
us
huge
a
load on
story.
you, but
Tell us a
I don't mean to dump a huge load on you,
No.
but
Oh, we like loads dumped on us.
Yeah,
Look at us.
okay, baby.
Frickin'
Mommy's
dumped
home.
goomy like the stuff in Ghostbusters.
Each one of you suck one of my nipples, and I'll tell you the story about my comedy
I'm
career.
not allowed.
That's a nice
I'm
boy.
not allowed.
No, but that's what the mask is for. Okay, now listen. So then you can't be incriminated.
Real quick, I'm checking the audio just because this is good and it's going. And I just want to make sure it's good, and I'm anxious
Scared.
about it.
You want to jerk off?
No, you get scared about like
It only takes
like
2
is
seconds.
it still going? You know, it's like that whole idea of like what if you lose
Do I look-
something?
Awesome. No, but you could put a no. Sorry, I don't need to production notes. But hold on, this hair clip's also like pressing against the bed.
Oh yeah,
Do a
yeah.
hair.
Those hair
Let's-
clips they
this
say
hair
are not good
clip
for sitting back.
They're not good for lean back. Oh, but I did bring these. LOL, is that funny?
Oh, we got high masks. You know what's funny is
Need another drink or anything?
we
You want some
literally
more
have-
LaCroix? Or are you good? Good for now.
Yeah, I'm fine.
we have a bunch of face masks that we bought like months ago for the podcast and have never used.
Dude, I fucking love that shit.
Like we have a bunch of like bits, like ideas that we just have never
Oh my
used.
god. Okay, well, listen. The sketch team's coming together, and I'm in the bed.
You got some Tanya tassels in there?
Yeah, what else we got in there? The bag
Well, I cleared
bag of
it out.
tricks.
I cleared it out mostly in the car because
mm.
but yeah, so that's one thing.
Oh, know what I was thinking about? You were on, what was Last Comic Standing? What if it was a Last Cuck Standing and it was just a bunch of cucks seeing how much they could take? And like the last guy, they're like, we're bringing in this guy's mom. He
Bukkake.
can take a lot. We're bringing in his mom. And then his mom and his lady are getting fucking, you know. You know,
Little touch up there.
looks great.
I think there's a market for it. Now we're back. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we did some Googling. I definitely did some Googling, like, because like I've like I heard, I was like, oh yeah, people were like, oh, this girl, she moved here, she was in Last Common Standing. I'm like, what? Like, I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, wait.
Did
You're
some
back to talking about
Googling.
how I'm good. I love this podcast. Okay, so you thought I was good. So then you Googled me.
You're good. You're
So
good.
I Googled you. I was trying to find stuff from Last Comic Standing or whatever, but I couldn't like really find anything like online.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
actually said? I went, she's good. Oh.
That's what he just said when he came just now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Over
she's
there.
good.
Yeah. Thanks. That's great. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, that was a funny show though because we had talked about eating bass.
Yeah, eating bass.
There was kids in the audience, but
Oh.
and I was talking about eating ass. I went straight in. I was like, "Fuck this! There's not supposed to be children here. I'm gonna do it."
exactly right. So then I wanted to piggyback because I have some ass eating comedy jokes myself.
Yeah.
But then I saw the kid and we made eye contact and I was like, oh, eating bass. People eat bass. We're at a restaurant eating bass. So we did a whole set about eating bass and I thought it was pretty kid friendly,
like
but fun
that.
for the adults too.
I like that.
Okay, so last comic standing. So what they say in the biz, sometimes you just get heat. You get hot.
Oh, you got hot.
So I had buzz. I had heat.
Oh, you're
So
sizzling.
I was sizzling.
You were
hot.
fajitas.
I was honestly
Yeah.
and
The people were talking.
and yeah, and so like, and also like yeah, I kind of arrived in New York. I immediately was working. I like hosted the Monday shows at Caroline's. I was immediately in all the clubs. I was already working the road as a paid. Like I don't even know if I don't hear about that being done. Or I haven't since. Like, but I was paid as a road feature. But like they would give me housing and they would fly me. Do you know what I mean? Like
Born to be wild.
I almost wore that shirt.
Really?
Yes, but then I didn't.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, you were like, you've been doing
But I
it
did
since a
almost wear that
kid.
shirt.
You were kind of raised,
Intuition.
When I was a kid, my dad went, Joe, I want you to talk about wieners the rest of your life. And I go, why, Dad?
No, I can't help it. I remember the first time that I was doing sex doggy style, and my head started hitting the wall. I was like 14, and he
What
put it,
the
he didn't
fuck,
stop fucking
dude?
me. He didn't stop fucking me.
How old was he? 14 too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we were 15. No, not 14. Not 14. Sorry, I was just actually watching some Epstein stuff. No, it was no, I was
She was 18.
I was 15. I was it was days before turning 16, but I was 15.
Oh, shit.
I wanted to be on, like, at first I was waiting till I was 16, and then I did it, like, right before, because I was like, I'm not waiting till I'm 16.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the day,
I'm gonna
it's
be
the day
a
before
young
tomorrow.
slut.
Yeah, right. So, but yeah, so I was 16, basically. But but the first time, and then he didn't stop fucking me. He just put a pillow on top of where my head was, and I told everybody at school, and it was, like, the funniest shtick. And actually, the first thing that really went, at the time, viral, now it's nothing, but I had a calling card. So when you have a really good tape and there's buzz about you, but there's a thing that can be sent around that actually is really good. It just, yeah. So I'm just so old, like I just took it from a different time, I guess. But that video was also about somebody from high school doing something sexually deviant, just like, the story about a guy that sits on my head, and it's a wonderfully, it's a wonderful architectural piece of comedy,
Yeah,
although
yeah.
it is rude and crude.
Yeah.
But it
And
all
still,
comes
no
back-
one was really coming down on you about like being like dirty.
Well, actually, of course I did. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, so for example, how did things happen? How did Last Comic Standing happen? How did everything happen? So, for example, when so it was like maybe 2015, I got a call on the phone from Jeff Singer. Jeff Singer is the guy who runs Just for Laughs. So, like, how does it work in comedy? Most people, I'm sure they have them at the Improv. There's Just for Laughs auditions every year.
Yeah.
And, like, the best comics in local areas get an opportunity. And then otherwise, pretty much, there are new faces, but most people that go are either already represented or it's sort of like everything. What you find out in New York is everything is like a little rigged. Like there is like an actual, like I've been in a few competitions. Like there are certain things that are flexible, but for the most part, when you see people like standing in line for hours, they'll take a few of those people, but it's been cast. It's like, so anyway, I got a call from Jeff Singer that was like, Sarah, we think you're that's the thing. My feedback always was like, we think you're like the next big thing. We think you're like the greatest thing ever. We want you to come to Just for Laughs this year, but can you do a different story? And he said something like, can you do something that's less blue?
Yeah.
And, first of all, it's really annoying looking back because now I see the stuff that they're putting out on comedy. It's like
Of all the guys and shit. Yeah.
of all the women too.
It's
It's like I paved the way for Rachel Sennett to be able to talk about fucking sitting on someone's head, but like I wasn't allowed to.
Yeah.
So anyway, I wasn't. And I love her, and
That's
she's
why
doing
you gotta
so well.
fight the power, dude. I'm
Well,
always
I
saying
fired-
push it. Talk about the gapings.
Look, if it's gaping, you got to talk about it.
Yeah, you gotta try and fit
How
your
can you
head
not
in.
talk about what is gaping?
You gotta fit your head in it, and then you spin your head around so the nose just goes on the side all over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do people not know that?
Yeah.
It's so stupid. Right. Because if you don't put your head in it, who knows what
What could
kind of a
happen?
hemorrhoid would develop
Yeah.
in that gaping
Oh.
hole.
Yeah.
Anyway, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, that's the kind of thing
Yeah.
where like I would get,
You were
but
told to like clean it up.
and then my little ego at the time, I wasn't confident enough really, and my little ego would be like, well, I'll try, and then I would just get in my own way in an audition. I mean, I was also in like a perfectly fabulous toxic power comedy relationship, and I fired my management and my agents, and but I had a lot of really big opportunities, and Last Comic Standing was the same kind of thing. I just got a phone call from producers, and they're like, hey, Sarah, we were sent your tape, and we think you're great. Can you come to this showcase? Like, it's pretty much the audition, but can you come to this showcase on whatever day? And you just have to do it 3 days in a row. I said, okay. So I went and I did it 3 days in a row. And on the fourth day they called and they said, okay, you're in, you're one of the top 100. You're going Last Comic Standing. And then that's a crazy story too.
How would you feel when that happened? Would you be like, I've just been dripping all day to my kneecaps, or like, would you be like, what would you do? How would it feel?
I think on the one hand, it felt really like, well, because I remember like before I moved, like my best friend went to like high school with Sam Morrill, and she like set us up to talk. Like she was introducing me to like comics in the city, and I remember him sitting there with me and saying like, look, it doesn't matter how good you are in DC. Like there's a way that it works in New York, and like you just need to know that like for the first like 5 to 10 years, like you're not gonna work at the clubs. And it was like, okay. And then it's like, actually, I had a standing show at multiple clubs. I had agents, I had managers before I even moved. So like, thanks for your advice, security. So sometimes, all this to say that when things like that would happen, because at this point I had only been doing comedy for like 2 years.
Yeah.
I started in December of 2011, so really 2012, and now this is 2014.
Yeah,
2014, 2015. So I just started, and I was just successful. Like,
Yeah.
So, but it gave me a whole weird. So my ego would be like, yeah, fuck everybody, fuck it. Like I am exactly who I think I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The other part of me is like terrified.
Yeah.
And I had an awful experience. I hated doing it. I felt I just didn't. I wasn't ready actually.
Yeah.
But it was wild. I mean, so they flew me out. It's like funny. I think about it now. There's always like a song that you like. ADD had. There's always a song that you listen to the whole time. I think about it now. I don't know why. The only song I listened to the entire experience of filming was Pat Benatar. We belong. We belong. Why'd I go so low? We belong. We belong. We belong together.
You were trying to
Oh,
get
yeah.
We
you,
belong to the scene. We are comedians. Like I literally just felt like such a fucking little idiot.
trying to hype yourself up and be like, I belong here.
100%. And I was just like dun 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 dun. Like I was just trying to. But like I hated the whole thing. But so anyway, the bottom line is I did it the first. So it's a reality show, right? So they you have to go in, but they're filming everything. You have to get like fitted for hairs and hairs, fit for hair and makeup, the whole thing, blah, 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 blah. And it's all recorded and interviews. So I went through the whole first day of it. You get there the first day, they do like a run through, they dress you. Then you do the shooting the next day. It's a really fast thing. So I shot the next day. I had I was so uncomfortable, and I never do this. I took a Xanax before I actually did my set, which I don't think I ever did before that or have done in my life since, but I was so anxious.
You were
I was
like, I
wearing
need
like
it.
heels. You would hate this. Like you wouldn't have been able to wear what you wear.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to. So it's like I was wearing this like cardinal blue,
Yeah,
like
thir-
boat neck shirt.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
hair
yeah,
was like
yeah.
curled like I'm on like the news. I had
Yeah.
these like boots on. I would never wear heels on. It's like the whole thing was just like weird.
Yeah.
So I didn't look. And then when I have a lot of
You
makeup
added
on,
an H to your name.
You
Bro,
didn't,
I
you didn't
wish.
like feel yourself.
I
because
was
of,
so
like, how-
not
yeah.
myself. And then like I felt really intimidated because I would be talking to other comics and I'd be like, they'd be like, 'cause it's like the festival too. It's like camp.
Yeah.
It's like you're meeting
Yeah.
people and then you're all sleeping over together. So it's like fun. But it was like, oh, I've been doing this for like 9 years, 12 years, whatever years. And I would be like, I've been doing this for like 3 years, like
Yeah.
2 years, 3 years, like.
Yeah.
So anyway, although I guess at that point, so by the time we were actually shooting, so I got cast in 20. It was like maybe this is all like 2015, 2016 now.
Yeah.
But so anyway, I go out to do my set. The judges that are there are in order: Keenan Ivory Waynes. Oh no, Norm Macdonald, Roseanne. No, Norm Macdonald, Keenan Ivory Waynes, Roseanne. Anthony Jeselnik is the host. So I am standing backstage. They from Montclair, New Jersey, but started comedy in Washington D.C. and now whatever Caroline's. Please welcome Sara Armour. I come out. I do my set. Also, the weird thing is there's no mic.
Oh, you're doing.
It's like if I remember
lapel,
correctly, it's like
a-
it's like
Yeah.
which is like weird. I think for some reason I remember that, but I don't.
I don't think I've watched it, honestly. I thought I did.
No, we
before.
haven't really watched.
I
it.
was
Never
cut. I
watched
was
it.
cut, and here's why.
Yeah.
But even in like the pictures, when people use like the headshot of me from it, I'm like, does it have a mic in it? I don't know. Now I'm Mondale affecting my own picture that no one's even seen. So anyway, I don't remember. But the bottom line is, Anthony Jeselnik was the host, and while I was doing my set, I could hear Anthony Jeselnik talking. I was in a panic. I also just took a Xanax. I just wanted to plow. I didn't know what was going on, right? I don't know how TV works. But I just kind of did my set talking over Anthony Jeselnik. And then the crowd was okay. I got okay claps. I got the feedback from the judges. Norm was like, you're obviously a comedian, but like you're so green. It sounds like this is like you're doing an open mic and like you have what it takes, but it's going to take you like at least 10 years, but you got what it takes. Yeah. Then Keenan Ivory Waynes actually was like, I don't really know. Something feels like it went wrong there, but if here's a note, because they asked me questions like how long have you been doing this? I said like 2 years, whatever. And I don't even remember totally all the things now. I wish I'm sure I journaled it at the time, but I'm sorry. This is like, oh my God, please everyone turn this off. But yeah, so Keenan Ivory Waynes gave me notes. He said, I don't think you've ever performed in a space like this before. He said, you were doing this set for us, the judges, and it seemed like you were doing it so that we liked you and you were doing it for us, but actually we are watching what you're doing in the room. So you need to look there. And he pointed and I was remembering, right? Like, oh, like high school theater, right? Speak to the back of the room. But I totally didn't. I was just talking to like Roseanne,
Yeah.
And this is like long before Trump was run. This is when Roseanne was just Roseanne.
Yeah.
So Keenan gave me that note. He said, look to the back of the stage. And Roseanne said, yeah, you were doing it too much to us, but I see you're fire girl, and like, I think you got what it takes, and I don't know what went wrong here, but like, it was something like that.
Yeah.
I may be forgetting something because I don't remember. But then I get off stage, and within like, oh no, it's so funny too because it's a reality show. So I get off stage, and they're like filming me. So we're going to the stage, like, are you excited? And I'm like, not really. I'm like feeling really nervous. That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then we get off stage, and they're like, how do you think you did? I was like, I think I did really bad. I was like, I think it went really bad. They weren't like. They were saying I feel fire, but it was like you're clearly not going to move forward, and like they were saying like you're obviously new, like they were just like whatever. And I was like, it was barely bad. Like I don't even think I got a laugh. Like it was so weird, but I didn't really know what happened. All of a sudden, two producers come and like grab my shoulders, throw me in a van, and they're like, "Hey, there was a tech error. Every single person in that room basically couldn't even hear your audio. It was just Anthony Jeselnik's mic." like resounding through the whole thing. So we can't even use any of that because there is no clean audio because he was talking backstage during your whole set and everybody could hear. And I could too, but I was just so nervous that I didn't even like.
You were like, what am I supposed to do?
I
yeah,
just didn't
I
even- I
would
was,
just
like, in a
keep going too.
blackout.
What are you supposed to do?
Or
Yeah,
I
yeah.
figured like someone would say something. If I was
It's
supposed
more
to say something.
professional to do what you did.
Yeah, to
I
just
think
keep
so.
going.
Yeah,
To just
yeah.
keep going.
And
Yeah,
I'm-
yeah, yeah.
So is that what happened?
So then I had to do it the whole second day. But the weird thing about it is that I had to act on camera like it was because then I was in a different. So if they were going to use my footage, they couldn't have used the one from the day before because I was with the other people.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to do the whole first day and the first performance all over again on TV on a reality show. But I was lying.
Yeah, yeah.
I had been there, but they were like, you
Yeah.
can't tell the other contestants. You can't, because that's the other thing. They keep it really secretive. Like you don't really see the space and you don't really know what. So it's kind of like.
Yeah.
So I had already done the whole day of it. So then I just had to do it all over again and like meet these new people and talk about how like, I just flew in
I'm
last night,
nervous.
right?
Yeah,
Like I had to do the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing again. And then the second time I did it, I actually was way more comfortable. I wasn't like amazing, but I like kind of crushed.
Yeah.
The feedback was like unbelievable. I wish I had the tape. Norm was like, "Oh my god, like
Yeah.
a different comic. Sorry about yesterday." Okay, I said 10 years. Okay, maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Keenan said, "Wow, you take notes." He said you took every note I said. He said you did it exactly like I said, and that was an unbelievable set. He's like, "Again, you're still young, but like you're going to have a great career like whatever." And Roseanne's like, "I knew it. I would have even put you through yesterday because I see all your fire, whatever." And so I left redeemed. By the end of it, it was like a really great experience. But
Damn.
I obviously didn't make it forward. And
Yeah.
but that's the thing. Like they knew, unless I had like really been
Who
a surprise.
won that year? Do you remember? Or-
Yes, it was a girl, a woman. I don't remember, I guess, but I would remember in a second in a different time.
That's interesting. Yeah,
But
yeah.
So anyway, that's the long and long story of
And so, what brought you then down here? Like, what made you like? Because you were doing it up there, and then the pandemic hit, and then you came down here.
yeah. So I had a lot of like cool comedy life
Yeah.
after Amy Schumer's apartment. I lived in Mark Maron's apartment.
Oh, that's crazy with his cats.
When I talk about my bed bug story, it's his house. I had to leave. That's the apartment I had to move out of.
you allowed to say that? You allowed
Shout
to say
out.
this?
Yeah. It wasn't. It was actually. It wasn't directly. So, at the time, my managers were at a company called Generate, and one of their clients, Mark Maron was one of their clients, but then also, oh my God, now I can't remember his name. Fuck me, Leo. He's also stand up. He's a big comedy writer. He has a big comedy writing career. Oh my God, what is his fucking name? Fuck me. But anyway, he was hired to do something in LA. So my manager messaged me like, "Hey, I know that you're moving out of Amy soon. Leo is going to sublet his apartment because he's going to be in LA. He's looking for a subletter. Do you want to just take over Leo's? You can just move right in. Everything's there. It's totally furnished. Because I didn't even have stuff anyway, right? I'm going
Yeah.
from Amy's to whatever. So then I moved into Mark's fully furnished apartment. And my boyfriend and I did, and we lived there for a long time until we didn't. But Leo was subletting from Mark Maron. But yeah, like I would get Mark Maron's mail, and like there were certain things that like there were like certain rules, like you could do whatever you want, throw a furniture out, whatever. But this white lamp is like worth something, so like don't fuck with this white lamp. Like there was a few things, and it was like Mark Maron's rules, and so until I got bed bugs, I lived there. Then I pivoted. There were a few things that happened in comedy that it happened in general. Just life happened, and I found myself just extremely like heartbroken. But like, there's no pause. Like you,
Yeah.
But so many things I felt were, and it's funny because I look back now and I'm like, oh, I see it so differently, you know. But at the time, because at the time things were really hurting my feelings, or rather, I think I just wasn't. I didn't have the confidence that because also doing comedy, it wasn't just because I actually I don't want to do comedy.
It's a confidence like destroyer in a lot of ways.
Well, and it's also like that's the thing. I am a comedian, and is what has always meant so much to me. But also, it's hard, it's like it's my job.
Yeah.
Like, and even when I graduated from college and I got like a day job, my mom was like, "What are you doing?" It was like, "You're a star. Like, you're not gonna, blah 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 blah." And it was just like, can't I just get a job? But then it's like now wouldn't they love it if I had a job? Ha 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 ha, mom. But then I did get a job. I worked in production for years. So like I had anyway. The bottom line is, then I took a year and I tried to make a documentary with another comedian where we did comedy on the road while we were shooting. But then that sort of exploded. My parents were then losing their house. So for like 18 months, Randy and I had a breakup. He moved to LA. So basically all of 2018, I just sat in the bath. And I made.
Burned away.
I was like pre-COVID. Like I was like when COVID happened, I was like, finally, I was on my level. Like, so I didn't do anything in 2018. One day, I finally just left the house one day. Went to my friend Haley's house, and my like two best friends in New York are Haley and Chloe. Chloe's a comedian, Chloe LeBranch, and Chloe came over, and we were all hanging out, and Chloe was like, "Dude, I like have to go to rehab again, like tonight." And she's like, "You have to do my spot." I'm like, "Dude, I haven't done comedy for the last like literally 18 months. Like if I got booked, I would do it, but like I have not been doing. I've been literally sitting in a bathtub."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Just do it. You're gonna be fine." And so she called this guy. She just said, "Hey, Sarah's filling in for me." It was too close to the show. The show was like right then.
Yeah.
And that is like not even when I left the house or whatever. But I was just like, okay. So I go down to do it. I do the set. It's at this place called the Barbershop Comedy Show. It is. I can tell you stories about even how crazy that is. But it was like I crushed. After the show, the guy who produced it and was the host at the time was like, "This is the best host set, if not the best set I've ever seen at the Barbershop. It is the coolest show in New York. Point blank. Period."
Wow, you slapped him upside the peen.
Yeah, and so then he was like, we've never done this before. The show has existed for like 7 years now, but do you want to just be the permanent like host?
Oh, you got double dicked.
So I just so then for 1 year, that was the year before COVID. So 1 year up until COVID started, I got back into comedy, and then I was, Chloe headlined Caroline's. I was back working. I was at Barbershop every week, so I had a really robust comedy life. And then during COVID, it was a big pause moment. Obviously, at that time, then I ended up living with my parents. Blah 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 blah. I wasn't about to fucking kill my parents for comedy, and I also was actually extremely relieved. That's the thing. Even with Barbershop and how easy comedy is for me, it didn't feel. It never made me feel safe. It always felt like I had to like. It's hard to explain. Like I just didn't, because the way I learn is sort of different. Like so I don't. And it's like, I feel like such a fraud. I'm like out here teaching comedy writing workshops. I'm teaching improv. I'm teaching all of these things, and people are thanking me and telling me my methods are amazing. And I'm going like, full disclosure, I wouldn't do any of this shit. Yeah. But I do know what would help you.
Yeah.
But it's not going to help me. But or I share whatever. But anyway.
Yeah.
So then, a few months into COVID, when I was living with my cat and my boyfriend in the basement of my parents' apartment doggy daycare.
You have a doggy daycare?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I live in a doggy daycare. Yeah, it's a funny story too. But she sold the business and it saved the house.
Yeah.
But I basically escaped my parents. I left my boyfriend at my parents during COVID, and he lived with them for like 8 months or something. And I then called my aunt, who was living in Philly at the time, and I was like, "Hey, you're in your house in Florida. Can I go to your house in Philly? I just need to get away." Then we started basically swapping back and forth. It's a longer story because I also for years had been doing a lot of caretaking for her. She had a big fall. She'd been sick.
Yeah.
So, but then during COVID, we started basically sharing properties, and I would take care of the one when she wasn't at it. So I would going back and forth from Philly to West Palm, and then eventually she died, and I inherited the house.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's my grandma's house.
And that's when you came here.
Well, I mean, I've been coming here. That's the thing. It's like after I failed doing after I got bed bugs, I lived here for a year. After I failed, so I've lived here on and off. I've never lived here until now, but I've been. This is literally my grandmother's house. I've been coming here my whole life, but I also lived here. I'm the only person that lived here. Yeah, like I would have a big creative failure, or I would have bed bugs, or there were times where I lived here for like 6 months or 8 months, but I just didn't do anything. It was even before COVID. It was just like I was not social. Like I just thought it was all. I literally thought it was all old people. I didn't think anybody lived here. It's like
Yeah.
I was shocked.
When we first moved down here, it was very much so like that.
Why do you live here? Why did you move down here?
I majored in biology, like marine biology and environmental science.
Cool.
And so I got an internship, like working with like sea turtle research and like stuff like that. So
Whoa, I'm
And
so
education.
into that. Is the place in Jupiter worth going to?
yeah, oh yeah,
I'm dying to
Yeah,
go.
I worked there for a little bit.
Oh my God,
that,
cool.
That was like my big like thing, and yeah, pretty much like then I just like I found like other jobs through it.
So what do you do
and
now?
I do like education, but like marine science stuff.
Cool.
So yeah, so like kind of similar, but yeah, I don't know.
You have such a marine science vibe, and I mean that in the best way.
Dolphin trainer. I know. I have a joke that I like say when I get on stage of like I came up here with dolphin trainer energy or something, and then I like make a dolphin noise.
Totally, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's good.
Now,
Sorry.
is
sorry
this
if
your
that
first
was
time in a
wrong.
bed with two other people?
No,
No.
it's ridiculous.
Have
Is
you
it
done-
yours?
Well, no.
Well, I mean,
This is episode 49.
Damn,
but
so close.
sex wise, yeah. I mean, what did I was? Was it much? What much?
Yeah.
Someone's future tripping.
Yeah. We
No, it's obviously not my first time in a bed with. Why would that? Do people say yes?
a lot of people have never had a threesome. Yeah.
Threesome, foursome, fivesome, sixsome,
You've had a
lotsome, jetsome, man. What you talk about?
Yeah.
You guys are boring.
Raiding Amy Schumer's bed.
Yeah, Dallas Cowboys.
That's where I got herpes. But no,
That's where I got her
But you know what's really funny? I have
from another comic.
from another comic. I have jokes about it, though, because I actually, I do think it's funny that like, so I do have a whole herpes bit, but I don't actually have herpes too. Like I have herpes
Either
1.
type.
I have herpes 1.
The mouth, the
Mouth.
culture.
Of course, everyone
has
does.
it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I had an outbreak on my pussy because I forced someone to go down on me when it's hard. It's a long story. I'm sorry. #me too.
Yeah.
So LOL. During the #me too movement, I did feel like I needed to be like, okay, you're right. I did a few things that maybe were like not
Yeah.
like the vibe.
Yeah.
But alas, I was punished. So I did have a pussy outbreak of herpes. But no, I literally went to the doctor and I was like, I did it to myself. I have herpes. So for the joke's sake, and what I tell everybody about myself publicly is that I do have herpes too, and people thank me for it. The truth is I don't.
Yeah.
But I think it's a pretty confident move to just, own it
you
either way.
had one.
I had an outbreak. But no, I said to the doctor, like, I can't believe this. Like, now I have to. That's how I wrote that joke. But I was like, now I have to tell everybody that I have herpes. He's like, he said to me, I actually wouldn't tell anyone. He's like, he's like, you're not going to pass herpes to anybody generally. It's not. This is like a random thing. You must have really been like riding your cunt into somebody's face while they had a cold
Yeah,
sore. It's like,
yeah.
yeah, I guess I was. Sorry, I used the word cunt there, but I was being pretty
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was like actually like, yeah, I must have been really just completely out of line in a lot of ways. And that, so I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
You don't want to sit on someone's face when they say no, but
My lips are really short. You're like, it's all right. This will moisturize them.
no.
Yeah.
This
What,
will fucking slime them up.
What
I
he
know. I
literally
hate when
said-
Joey gets mango lip.
what's mango lip?
He's allergic to mango, so he gets like
So
a
my lips
rash.
get puffed out and they're all sore. And
Lucky. Does it look pretty? It's like
No.
getting
No,
it's
they're-
like getting filler.
They get like kind of like bumpy and rough.
yeah.
Like it almost looks like a bunch of
It's
little herpes. He
rocks.
thought it was herpes. So for a long time he thought it was herpes,
Clusters.
and he thought that he got herpes from smoking with someone.
Wait.
Yeah, I smoked with some fucking dude in Miami, and then after I got this rash, because I was also drinking and eating mangoes, drinking beer, which I'm also allergic to now. So I drink
I don't think you should be
significantly
doing
less.
any of that.
What?
You shouldn't be drinking mangoes or beer.
Yeah, I don't drink mangoes
Yeah.
or beer anymore.
Guys.
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Do you like mangoes?
Oh, I simply love mango.
We
We
love
have
mangoes,
some
yeah.
wild mangoes in the house right now. So.
You do? So does that
Yeah.
put you at risk?
No, not
No.
if I get the oil on my shit. If I rub the oil on my shit.
The
Yeah.
juice.
Yeah. Right on the shit.
It kind of varies.
Wow. But
Damn.
can you eat mangoes?
I still get like a sore throat a little bit.
I have mango oil in my fanny pack.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that what it is?
You said
I
something
think I
about
literally
mango
have
juice.
I'm
mango
so
oil.
allergic to that shit.
Yeah. It's,
I'm feeling dizzy.
unless
I'm
it's
just
mango infused, where it's like
kidding.
a
No,
little bit
if-
different.
yeah,
But
I
there's
think
like,
we're okay.
actually, most people
processed.
are. Most people are actually.
It's
No, I don't think it is.
processed.
I
Yeah,
don't think it
most
is.
people are allergic to the oils in like mango.
I will say
trees.
this. Look. It is a coconut oil base.
Yeah.
Cocoa.
For the puss.
Cocoa butter.
For everything.
What other things have we not asked her yet?
You guys like, you got to get out of here. Now
No,
she's
you-
actually,
no,
now Joe's
I'm
allergic.
just
And
making
it's,
up for
what time is
you-
it? We've been, I feel like I've been talking for hours. I'm
when
so
you
sorry.
gotta get to
We're-
dinner. What's
I'm
up?
not
Yeah,
in a rush. I mean,
we're
we can be done. I don't care. Oh, what was the
We're
story I was going
coming
to tell you,
towards
though?
the rap.
What was the last couple questions? You obviously believe in ghosts and
We talked a little
God,
bit.
right?
We there's
Obviously, I
still
believe
more
in
things
ghosts,
comedy wise
God,
that like I feel like we didn't even
God,
get into. Which I all right. So we have these different options
Am I gonna die
because
before 50?
because the conversation has flown.
Oh,
So
really?
None of us
I
are.
thought I was gonna die so soon.
We're actually
I
going to.
keep on thinking I'm gonna die any day. I constantly worry about dying. I worry about other people dying.
We
I'm
can, like,
scared
we're
about
gonna be
it.
able to, like, print a new lung next week. I think it's fine.
Really? I need.
we've
Pretty
got
sure.
So-
pretty sure.
So we've got some different options because the conversation has been flowing so much that we didn't even need to get it to every question. We talked about comedy. Couple options with comedy is if you have a good heckler story, or you have a good road story, or you have a good I performed in one of the worst place ever stories.
Or roadhead
Or
story.
or we could go into music a little bit. We could talk a little bit about music. So we can go one or the other routes. It's gonna be a you pick option.
I got booed off stage at the West Palm Beach Improv in 2016.
What?
Really?
No, 2017. So I had a big fail. Not a fail. Then looking back, but
Yeah.
for all intents and purposes, a
Yeah.
big fail of this documentary that I was trying to make, and I had taken a long break from comedy, and I got bed bugs. But I found myself like penniless and hopeless, living with my boyfriend at the time. We both came down. We had bed bugs. We both came down
Yeah.
and lived here, and I was like, okay, I could get back into comedy. There's a comedy club. Caroline was going to submit me for something. I already fired my management, my agents, or whatever. I didn't like agree with their vision, and it's like, okay, maybe I could have done like. I mean, looking back, I would stand by the choice, but like I could have like maybe like made some money here and there, but whatever. Okay, so silly me, but you live, you learn. But I said to Caroline, like, okay, and again, like I'm like life coach and manifesting. I'm like, if I believe it, I can do it. But really, I just like, I actually didn't. It's all perfect. The things work out, but
Yeah.
I was trying to fake it. You know,
Yeah.
I was trying to be like, I can just do it. So I got myself booked on the like Monday night or whatever the new talent night at the, because my actual home club at first was the DC Improv.
Yeah.
So I and the Arlington Draft House, but I was a DC comic. So I'm in with like the improvs, and so at the time they made a call for me. I had enough credits, like they put me right on. So at the beginning of the show, they do this like whole like, and we have it was a comics meeting in the back. Here's how the show's gonna run. It's a new comic night, whatever. It's like a bringer show.
Yeah.
I didn't have to bring anybody, but it was like, and they're like, we have a special guest tonight. They like hype me up, whatever. They literally, and they're like, we're not going to tell you when you're on. We're just going to put you on when we need you. Because like sometimes these shows can be hit or miss, right?
yeah.
So I'm like, okay. They must have totally fucking forgot that I was there because like we're on, but like, and I can't believe even then this scene was deep. So
Yeah.
it's like, I must have been like 23 people or whatever. And I'm like,
Yeah.
literally saying to the guy, like, look, I actually just think I like should go. Like, it's okay. I've been here like a really long time. Like, it's like, and the place was like open air. It was huge. I was getting tired. I was like, I think this is better if I don't do it. And also, we were like filming it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just standing there with like next to my tripod, like me, and it's like, oh my god, okay,
Yeah.
like this is so embarrassing. I gotta go. And he's like, no, wait, we're gonna get you up in two. So I'm like, okay. So first person that goes up, so I get in like the line.
Yeah.
The first person that goes up, he's wearing like, I remember it was like I want to say like a panda onesie
Yeah.
and like weird glasses, and there was music, and throughout his set he was like stripping down, and he ended up in like a wife beater and jeans, then he ended up in like a thong. So the whole thing was like very strange.
Yeah.
It was a little bit like,
Begging for the laughter.
yeah, and maybe just like generally a beggar as like a day
You're like,
job.
what the
like
hell
is
he
this?
might have been
You're like, this is not comedy.
There was
Yeah.
something like it was something. It was like something
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
about it for sure.
Yeah.
But like it wasn't like, but like it was like weird, right? But he had like music and pop. It was like, and then he's like collecting his clothes like he's like a stripper, like leaving the stage, right?
Yeah.
The next guy that comes up is there. It turns out he had brought the entire crap.
Oh shit.
And he was here doing an open mic set for what could only be described as a preacher's comedy set.
We all
I could
know-
describe it better than that. It could only be described poorly as that. Somebody describe it better.
Yeah,
LOL, I'm
yeah.
kidding. But like, no. So he did like a whole thing. It was like he was like it was doing a testimony, and like, and it wasn't like they were even all sitting in one place, but it was like they were all sitting like right here. It was he must have. It's a bringer like why did they care if I brought people? Because he brought like 30 people. It's like the place is fucking packed. So he's like so. He is, and they're standing for him, they're cheering for him, and he's like, and to top it all off, like, but you know, I think he had like some punchlines, but it was like all just very like Christ, like mega church, black mega church, whatever, and it turns out like, and that was my first open mic, and everyone is like, like whatever.
Yeah.
So then it's me. So I don't really know. You know, and I'm not like the biggest like set writer, but I had more of an idea because I was trying to make a tape. But I was like, I'm gonna flip it on its head, and I'm like, we're gonna start with like Jewish stuff because I'm like, let's just like go religious, right?
Yeah.
So I would like give it up for him, whatever, and I'm like, you know, and I don't even remember exactly what I said. I just know that I launched into like off the cuff, but like thoughts about Jesus as it relates to like I look like Jesus, like I could be Jesus, like Jesus was a Jew, like very like like. Just like being annoyed, but they were like, no, sir. So like, even in my riffing, they were vocally like, what? Like, nah. Okay. So then I'm like, all right, just go into material. So then I go into like jokes about being Jewish, just thinking like maybe like some of the other people, because even in my mind when I was preparing, if I had imagined people being here, it would be. I was thinking it was going to be like Jerry's parents from Seinfeld. Like I thought it was just all Del Boca Vista. I was preparing to do the synagogue set I used to run. Like so. I go into it. They like don't understand what I'm saying.
You were at Def Jam and didn't know it.
Like no, but literally, like I was acting like I mean I can't even. So and then but the whole time everything I'm saying and they're like boo boo nah. So then I went into I pivoted. So now it's like 2 minutes in. And they're like, who is she? Who she thinks she is? What they're talking about me. So then I'm like, look, you guys, we're gonna do something that's I know what the room needs. And this is a bit that I used to do all the time. It's so dumb, but it's a bit where so I used to when I was hosting a lot because it would also like get the room to stop chattering. Where like I have everybody do like
Yeah.
A smile thing. That's what the pussy looks like.
Oh yeah.
no, actually the pussy's actually vertical. That's actually a horizontal, but 100% same vibe.
Yeah.
That's if I'm laying. That's more the butt crack, but that was actually my butt crack. No, but that's really funny. Actually, I could use it. And I'm gonna bring the joke back. But I used to just have everybody look each other in the eye and say like because I used to be like people are gonna say some vulnerable things tonight, so I'd be like we look each other in the eye and be like we go like. I am you, and then I did that in the room, and then someone's like, bitch, you are not us. And everyone's like, boo, boo.
Man,
so
race
after
war.
like 2.5 minutes, I was like, I'm just going to go. I was like, I thank you guys so much. I got to get out of here. So I got off stage and then I like immediately deleted the tape. Karen's like, how was it? I'm like, it was not good. I was like, I don't. No, I think actually what I said was like, oh, it was great. But the tape, like, they didn't get the tape, like the file's corrupted or something. But it was I got out, and then I didn't do comedy for like another like 2 years until I started doing barbershop. So
That's rough.
that was the worst time that was the worst I felt about comedy, I think.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, the new faces there. It's like the issue is it is like a huge bringer, and
It's
so
just
it's like
people
people are
not
there for their
being open.
friends.
People were
and
walking out
accepting.
during my they hated.
Yeah.
At the show you did at Shannon's show, there was some kid that came in at the end and he was like, take all these people down, I'm funnier than everyone.
Yeah.
And we were just like, shut the fuck
Remember
up.
that kid?
dude. So
The
that's
guy that
kind
got
of
on stage?
similar.
Oh, I
Yeah.
sent videos of Shannon and him dancing together on stage.
Yeah.
I thought it
Oh,
was the
yeah.
funniest thing that he was doing like silent disco
But
rapping.
it's the same kind of energy, just like, oh, this is whack, but you should just be open to everything. If someone wants to get gaped by a ghoul, you should
my
like provide
God,
them
gaped
dark
by a
sheets
ghoul.
and ghost costumes.
I couldn't agree more, and I think
Yeah.
that is what that guy was
I
doing.
love
Just his
that.
costume was headphones.
Yeah, he had headphones.
He was
and
like,
stuff.
play it out. He's like, start the track for me. No, the funniest part about it. So this guy comes up with headphones on. Then the guy's like, yo, play my track, bro. So he's playing it through his phone.
Through
So
his
it's not for us to
headphones.
hear. But it's like, so he's gonna
Yeah, yeah,
acapella,
yeah,
but
yeah,
he wanted
yeah.
his own backtrack.
It was
okay,
weird, yeah.
lol. Then he comes off or whatever, and then he's like, yeah, I just met this guy tonight.
Yeah.
It's like, so you had
And
a
then they were
stranger.
fighting. Then they
Yeah.
were fighting.
They were fighting.
Yeah, and then one guy.
And then
gaped.
it's funny
Whoever
because
was weaker got gaped.
all the comic guys thought that they were gonna fight me.
Oh my god!
And they
that's
were
so
all like,
dumb.
they were all getting like around, like, oh, do we need to protect her? Like, and I was like, bro, I'm fine. These guys are fine. They're just like some little young boys.
They're theater boys.
Like they're just like
He was
young,
like, I'll get up
emotional
there,
boys.
and he was gonna do rhymes.
Yeah.
He was gonna like.
He was Oliver
flow.
Twist.
More? You want more stage
Yeah,
time?
yeah.
Who are you?
He's trying to get his
None of these
ass
people are your
twisted.
friends or your family. And who are you, orphan?
And you think you're getting up on stage already? Yeah, yeah. He was like, put me up now, and I was like, there's two more
Put
people.
me
And
up
I'll put you up. And I was
now?
like, nah, dude, who the fuck are you? I was
Bro.
like,
That's so weird.
yeah. It was an interesting night. Always an interesting night. We always gotta.
And then you
we got
danced with
interesting
him.
shows. Yeah. I'll do it. Hey, how was I getting him off the stage? I was like,
I loved it.
I'm gonna dance him off the stage.
All I could do was video it, and I did.
Yeah.
I sent it to Shannon, and actually, that's how I
We
had your
love it.
number.
Yeah.
I forgot I had your number.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Shannon, like, why do I have it saved? And then when I went to text her, I was like, oh, it's because of this guy. So I actually thought of him right before I gave her.
The
What
guy.
if you got nudes from guys just to sell them? What if you were like baiting guys for nudes, but you had a side business where you were like providing these nudes to
Selling
other
nudes to
guys
other
or other
guys,
girls that
yeah.
wanted them? But mostly guys probably that
That's
one.
a great idea.
Right? I
Yeah.
just thought of that. I was like, you
Yeah.
could be a broker for Punani pics. Listen, I've been baiting the best ones. They think I'm a 13-year-old kid from Utah.
Yeah.
Why? Just because you're changing the location and
So
showing
I'm
your
getting
actual
these.
dick?
I'm getting
Boom.
these hogs sent to
Where-
me. They think I'm a 13-year-old boy. Just
Wait, you're
they're sending
cultivating dick pics?
they're sending hogs.
Are you on Catching a Predator?
Yeah, I am catching
my,
a predator.
That's my yeah.
It's my hobby. I catch
That's my bit.
predators.
He caught me. He caught the predator and then he stole all the bait.
That's funny. No, that's funny.
Can't get
I
it.
love this couple.
So-
I'm never getting out of the bed, and I live here now.
we do have a song for you, but before we do that, we can make some plugs.
I gotta
this is
pee
gonna
actually.
come
So
out-
if you guys want to do this while
Yeah.
I pee, I'm gonna bring
This
this
is
to
gonna
the
come
toilet,
out-
if you know what I'm saying.
Okay, wait, what time is it?
This is gonna come out.
Oh, you gotta
Yeah,
leave.
6. Yeah. We gotta wrap
fuck.
this up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, great.
So
nice.
August, this comes out August 25th. So August 27th, I'm at the Dania Beach Improv. Come out to that. August 29th, we're doing Off the Cuff. Joey's in the band there. We've got Mitch Fattel coming out. That's going to be fun. And then September, bunch of different things. We've got Spelling Buzz is back. Potential new room starting in September. Of course, Prosperity twice a month. Riff Roulette will be back at Barrel of Monks on the 18th of September. And a couple other shows. So find the link in my bio at Shannon Says Shit. You'll find all the different shows that I have going on. And the podcast. We're releasing our lullabies. So a lot of you guys have loved the lullabies. We've got those coming now to Spotify direct. Now you can just listen to just those hits, just those fire thread count lullabies. So those are coming out all the time, sporadic. There's no rhyme or reason to our schedule because we're ADHD. So hopefully you are too. And Sarah, anything to add?
Oh, sorry. I was about to fall asleep. Just lullaby was coming up, so I was getting ready. But yeah, actually, it's funny that you mentioned the 27th because actually on that day, and it's funny you mentioned podcast because I haven't posted an episode of my podcast since I went with Abby Ballin to this erotic art drawing thing.
Oh, yes.
And it was a profound experience for me. It turns out I might actually be. I mean, I'll send you some gapers.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
send
yeah,
you some-
yeah.
You want to see some?
Yeah.
I'll send you my art, bro. It
Yeah.
turns out I'm actually. I had a journey, and it turns out I'm a charcoal, very close-up butthole artist. So anyway, that was great to find out. But after that, the podcast took a break for a few reasons. But now, on the 27th, I just got the message yesterday, there will be a collaboration show where actually comedians perform. It's going to be during the day, I believe, like 4 p.m. on a Wednesday. So you can go to that, and then we can all go down to Shannon's show because it's in Wilton Manor, whatever the gay, the gay zone. It's at Sherman Yee's Fierce Art Gallery, and it is in collaboration with Abby Ballin. And so we are going to do, we're going to do our sets in different scant outfits while you guys draw us during our sets.
Yeah.
And so everyone's going to want to come draw us during our sets. I think Giovanni's on the show.
Naked.
Abby, it's going to be so fun.
Yeah.
Mark O. We just love to just do art. So that's what we're going to do on the 27th. Then, actually, if anybody's in Orlando, I will be at the Dirty Bird Camp Inn Festival in the comedy tent with Dane and Desi and Delta with Therapy Sessions Comedy.
Yeah.
And otherwise, Shannon's probably going to book me on something.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling the universe that, and you all right now on camera in this bed. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be on one of those things that she just mentioned. So I look forward to finding out which one. I will come back, sure. I might not even leave. So this has been, the bed's extremely comfortable.
We get a lot of compliments on the bed, yeah.
I have the thing is, right, it's like very surrender because it's like, I really don't know what, I really feel like I look like, you know, those commercials where like Sarah, after she tried pot, was like melted into the couch. They were like, Sarah.
Yeah,
and she's like,
and it's you.
and it's like, oh, Sarah can't talk anymore. She melted into a puddle because she started smoking
Drugs.
weed. And I just feel like that could be the look, but maybe that's iconic.
you.
Maybe that's
That's
iconic.
you.
I'm actually taking back the look.
We love that.
Sarah
We
melting.
love that.
barely know
So
her.
we're yeah. we're gonna tuck you in here.
Oh my God!
Make
yay.
sure you follow Sarah at SARAARMOUR.
Yeah.
All right. It looks like it's like a dresser, like an armoire.
Yeah, or like Under Armour, or like hot dogs.
Oh, Under Armour.
Like-
I
Oh,
know.
a foot cramp
That's where it
coming
is.
on.
That's
Ah.
where it is.
I'm out of shape and the foot cramps are coming. They're fucking here.
You need to.
It always happens.
Hooray.
It always happens partway through the pod. All right.
Wait, I gotta get.
Oh,
situated.
and podcast is called Space
Trash Podcast, Lifestyles of the Rich and Uranus. We actually will be resuming now because, sorry, we will be resuming now. Podcast. Sorry, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you see what I'm saying? Like, what is
Speaking
that?
tongues.
No, we have to listen to it backwards, and it might be something. Space Trash Podcast, Lifestyles of the Rich and Uranus.
If you listen to your tongues backwards, it's actually the lottery numbers.
Oh my God. You know that. We should try it tonight. Wait, you guys, you want to invest in this new idea?
Yo, speaking
Throw out a number give us 7 numbers in a row. I don't know how many numbers a lottery is, but give us 7. Just random numbers.
clairvoyance, pussy destroyance.
9, 11, 2, 14.
There we are.
No, one more. 6.
6. Those are the numbers. Those are the winning numbers. Powerball number 44. All right. We've got this song here for you. Hopefully you love our lullaby. Thank you for being on.
This is so funny.
All right.
I hope everyone's not mad at me.
Thank you for being. No one's mad.
I'm kidding.
They're gonna get gaped if they're mad. Gaping makes them happy.
We got a gaping tune.
Thanks so much for being on, dude.
Follow Joey, follow me, follow Sarah.
Follow Joy with a dildo
Let's
into
tuck
the
in.
bathroom. This guy's
Yeah,
on a big gape.
follow me with a
Fuck,
little
butt fuck
fucking-
shit.
I think
Follow me
he
with
wants
the
to gape
butt
my
plug.
hole.
I'm loose.
I won't allow him.
I'm dropping quarters.
All right,
I'm dropping quarters like they do in the
baby.
She walks in the shadows of a crescent moon. Shining swells in a living room. A Jewish girl, a mystic witch, but you can't recognize those pussy lips. Sara Armour. I barely know her. She called her ex just to say that he gave her herpes and he might be gay. He's a Gemini. That two-faced bitch. She's a baby
Who's Donald Trump?
This is from your kayak story.
Oh my God. Who the fuck is Dawn? Wow, my mother, that's going to mean so much to my mother. But you see, now that's a good take. Who the fuck is Dawn?
Who the fuck is
Oh
Dawn?
my god.
I thought you would know.
I am.
I wanted to reference it in the podcast episode just to be sure.
I'm beat. I'm spent. This was
Thank you guys for being here. Tuck in with us next time. Make sure you follow all of us. Make sure you check out Sarah's podcast. We'll see you guys again next time.
I
Tuck
feel.
in.
I know. I feel so loved. That song is my heart song. Played at my funeral. A long time because we're not gonna die soon because they're gonna print our organs.
I hope you're right, dude.
I was right about not pooping.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
We're gonna print them. We are intuitive.
She guessed I was a Gemini.
Follow us.
But I'm not gay.
And you can sponsor this pod by fixing their toilet for free.
Thank you.
Oh, that'd be great.
Bye bye.
Thank you.